Yeah, so the reason why I was late is because my family was like, "Oh, we should start cooking dinner at 6:45." I was like, okay."
That sounds like your problem.
Also, the dinner was fried steaks. They fried the steaks in butter on a cast iron pan till they were
I mean,
nearly
that
well.
sounds delicious.
That's yeah.
I mean, if they're gonna fry the steaks, they may as well do chicken fried steak.
And
It's an abuse of steak.
and until they were well done,
Well, and it
they
depends on the
they,
steak.
Oh,
they
well, now that's just
yeah.
heresy.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Okay, that's-
Yeah.
Whoa.
yeah.
No.
That
Yeah,
depends
my
on the
grandmother
steak.
refuses to eat steaks unless they're well done, but she also goes out and buys the like $20 per pound steaks.
Oh my god.
Well,
She's
your grandma's
wasting
wrong
steak.
then. Listen,
What the fuck?
listen. No, listen. Not all grandmas are like that. My grandma, we took her out for her. Well, we couldn't take her out this year, right? Her 95th birthday. We're like, Grandma, what do you want for your birthday meal? And she's like, I want a burger that's bleeding. They won't do it here. They complain about food regulations.
Oh man,
Nice.
bruh, there was a burger place down at the boardwalk, and they would ask you, how bloody do you want your burger? And you just maximum, and they're like, all right, we got you. And it was fucking fantastic. It was $14 a burger. But let's be clear here. This was $14 a burger for about a half-pound patty of literally fresh beef. I mean, I worked across from the place, and I watched the truck pull up every morning with more beef for them.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Oh.
That's amazing.
And they had this giant grill, and they would just grill the burger in the fat juices of the previous burgers. And mushrooms and
damn.
onions, and oh god, it was so fucking good.
Holy shit.
Sneaky, shut up. I just ate. You're killing me.
No. So anyway, we can all thank Sign because his pay pig decided to so generously contribute their story to the witch pile.
Oh god. Sneaky bitch.
Hey, what man? You are the one that owns the server. You can't blame me for the things that your people do.
Sneaky.
That's how this works.
I mean,
They
it
brought
was
it
their
on
fault.
themselves.
It was, yeah, they brought on themselves for posting in the wrong channel, anyways.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, Sign brought this on all of them by having Sneaky to that server.
Yeah. Also true.
Yeah.
I did not ask it. I want the record to be clear here while we are live and this is being recorded. I did not ask Sign for an invite to his server. He sent me one. No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I was not
didn't
in that
Aura-
conversation.
Didn't Aura say throw an invite at Sneaky?
Yes.
Yes.
I was not in that conversation for a whole 4 hours. I was working. So I come back to about 200 fucking messages in that channel, and I just see a post from Sign, and it's an invite to his server. I'm like, alright, well something happened, so sure, fuck it. So anyway,
How did you not expect this to happen? Out of
Yeah.
curiosity.
it's great because there's a guy called Toaster Fucker over there, which is not the Toaster Fucker that we have here. This one's way cooler. The Toaster Fucker over there is an absolute bitch. Fucking massive baby. He does not like me at all.
I mean, hang on.
It's not.
That's pretty normal.
Sneaky.
You just rub each other the wrong way.
No, it's not even that. Sneaky's just a very easy person to dislike.
Sneaky's an asshole.
Yes.
Yes. No, look, we even told him, we were very upfront. The first interaction I had with the guy, we told him, you're either gonna like me or you are going to hate me.
Yeah.
There's no in between there.
I don't see the problem here.
Most sensible
Get
people
over it
hate
kind of thing.
But what made him apparently really dislike me, and what's really started off our conversation, and on the great foot of him dismissing me because I didn't have a prolific fic to my name.
What?
Under my name specifically. Because my name wasn't under Undying Scarab as the main writer, I am not good enough to talk to him.
Oh, that's a mistake.
I
That's
see.
what he was saying.
That's exactly what he was saying.
Oh.
It's not.
He said I'm one of those people, and then proceeded to blow me off for the rest of the evening. Every single time I said something, he would ignore it.
What does one of
Also, now to be fair, this guy has been working for the last 49 days, 12-hour-a-day shifts. So cut him a little bit of slack, okay?
Hey, man, I've been there, done that. Literally.
I just want to know what one of those people means.
Yeah, we were kind of curious about that as well. But his follow-up comments kind of clarified that. So basically, I said I was the mastermind behind Undying Scarab because I was. The story would have never been written if it wasn't for me. Gray literally came to me and said, I have this dumb idea. I'm never going to write anything for this. And he just shot it at me. And I'm like, oh, well, actually, if you change this, this, and that thing, it'd actually be pretty cool. And he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And then we wrote it.
Yep.
And then I say all this, and he's like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, oh, well.
Well.
I mean,
All right, so they're an idiot.
he
Yeah.
thinks you're an attention-seeking groupie. Then
Something like that, yeah.
Mm.
Proceeded to basically just ignore me whenever I was talking in the conversation we had that night about Ruby.
Man, see, I know from experience that's a mistake. Not because I've ever done this sneaky. Never accuse him of something he isn't.
Yeah, you know, like I posted in the purged chat that no longer exists on Signed server. They can call me an ism, and all sorts of other things, but they've never called me a liar.
Yeah.
Several times.
Call Sneaky the most insulting thing in the world, as long as it's true. Won't even argue.
Well, I'll just agree with you and move on.
I have a
Oh, yeah.
feeling that the most
Goes on.
insulting thing that you could call someone, a bunch of us just got the same word in our head at then.
Probably,
One that
yes.
we cannot say. One that we cannot say.
Banned Twitch words, indeed.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the word.
Oh, really?
Elf.
Oh,
Yes, of course. Knife here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got Infoticus, whatever, how the fuck you say his name?
Just call me
Infanticus?
Toaster Fucker, that'll be easier.
Okay, Toaster Fucker. Anyway, the cool one. So yeah, we got him here. So we did actually recommend his story a while back. It was about 6 months ago now. Back during the... Oh, what was it? I think it was right when he became a heretic. We were talking about your story?
When Dragon got shut down.
Yes, the first
when he
time. Yeah,
got the green glowy eyes.
yeah when he
Yeah.
became a Necron heretic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We recommended your story all the way back then, and we were talking
Wait.
about it.
Which everyone voted
Oh
for.
my
just
god,
for
I
his hands to
struggled
get
with
some
that
words.
chapter so hard.
Yeah, I can
I
imagine.
was so tempted to meme it all the way to 11. But then
I can read that.
So I'm
I had
curious.
to balance out the
Yeah.
smut with the actual
Actual
meme.
story? Yeah.
I mean, to
Yeah.
be fair, the
Ah.
vote that you put up was the poll that you put up was a meme because all the fucking readers just voted to get some Urgloods.
That's true.
You expected less from QQ.
Yeah, I was about to say this is QQ he was posting it on.
No, because I'm more surprised that there was actually some that did want it for the plot.
I was one of those people.
I actually
I voted plot.
underestimated QQ.
You can do both.
Yeah, but I just skip everything that isn't. It's just easier for me.
To be fair, that sounds like
At
the
least
easiest
he's
thing to do
honest.
with anything involving Worm.
Yeah. Well, so I am curious. So I ask a lot of worm authors this. Why?
Because they hate themselves. Do you want another answer? There isn't one.
Good answer.
Why? What?
Why worm?
Why worm? Because I've gone over multiple times on this podcast about how fucking awful it is to write for worm.
Because
I blame
because-
Simon. Blame Simon. He wrote that predatory fic in Worm.
Of
and
course, you were
I-
you were inspired
yeah.
by the child rape, right? Makes sense.
What? What?
Don't worry, the child was the rapist.
Yes.
Alright. How
I'm
much
gonna
for a
need
fucking
some
soundboard?
very,
Oh,
very.
I need a fucking soundboard for all the fucking bra moments that have been going on in this podcast.
I wish the 8 was here to fucking clip that.
Don't worry, he'll show
Oh,
up at the VOD
someone left.
eventually.
That was Simon.
That was
Simon.
So I'm now going to put his story in the most distorted manner possible, but still be completely true. So basically, Vista gets an alien tentacle rape monster that upgrades her body with a dick, and then she has sex a lot.
I beg your pardon.
The alien tentacle monster is Venom, the symbiote, basically.
Yes, but this is
What?
hentai venom.
Yep.
Also, she mind fucks people, literally, with her hentai dick.
Hmm.
Thank you. I didn't need to hear that.
I could have
Yes,
done
it is.
without ever hearing that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Truly. I'm half tempted to kick sign, but
So, I gotta ask, though, are you being paid at all for the toaster fucking?
No.
No-
This is a work of pleasure and
No,
passion.
no one is paying you for the
This is
toaster
pure
fucking.
You know
passion.
You know what?
No
Hey.
donations, no Patreon at all, or
No, it's just pure passion. I
Jesus
want to
Christ.
fuck every robot girl in
Respect.
there.
Respect to the
this is a
fetish.
dedicated Mechanicus soldier right here.
I mean, look,
You
I
should
want to
make
claim
you
you're
a subscribe
disgusting,
star.
but
So,
Yeah.
so before we start, though, I will also bring up another topic that was on the Purge section of Sign's Discord.
Oh, here we go.
That happens a lot, actually, now that I'm there, at least. So I brought up at one point how Tanya and Ari Fuerto would be hilarious, simply because the antagonists of Ari Fuerto is literally just proving Tanya right, and then also the plot line, it would just give her all of the power she needs to fight it, which just just made me giggle at that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there's just some series that are like that meshed that well.
Yeah. I will also say, to follow that up, the Elementalist, even though it's a very dead story, I still highly recommend it. It's still extremely amusing. It's the John falls into a forgotten civilization's ruins and basically reenacts Ari Fuerta, where he eats dust to stay alive, and ends up basically becoming the Avatar when it comes to dust.
huh?
As great as that sounds, I think I'll just stick to the Ruby hentai.
I mean, that's fair
Yeah.
enough. It's dead, so I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Done with Ruby except for the porn.
Actually, quick question,
Yeah.
Sign. How would Tanya go in Campion where she learns that you can literally kill God and steal their powers?
Slow vault and use.
You know what? I think she would do her best to find a way to kill God and just let the power go into the ether.
Honestly, I think
she become God.
I think it's a mixed bag, because Campione does make it quite clear that you're not supposed to be able to kill gods, but even though people still manage it. And with how Tanya is, like, you can structure Tanya's second death in a way that would make her pursue Campione status, but I would say normally Tanya would actually try her best to avoid getting caught up in more god shit.
Well, that's actually a question. Does any of the
Good point.
Campione actually like actively go to try and gain that title, or is it just everyone who gets it by
Oh yeah,
accident?
no, fucking Donnie, the sword guy. Yeah, he totally he did that on purpose.
Oh, really? I thought he
Yeah.
just found a god and decided I want to fight that.
Yeah, like I said, he did
Yeah,
it on
like
purpose.
he didn't know. Yeah, I didn't think he knew about the consequences of killing it or anything. He just
Oh,
decided
you know, he
wanted to
didn't
fight
know
one.
about being. He didn't. I don't think he knew about the whole power-up state. He just saw a god and was like, "I'm gonna go fight this god and try and kill them."
Are you sure he's Italian and not American?
I mean, it's violently Italian.
Never got into Campione. Not that much. I saw the first season of the anime and then I was fucking done.
It's really not that great. It's another one of those series where it's like, okay, it's a pretty cool world. It's a cool concept in general, but the execution of it, specifically with the cast we're given, leaves a lot to be desired. Specifically because the main character, generic Japanese
Karen Protag.
individual, number 92, has an obsession with being normal. And there's a lot of like it works out for him a little bit because he's like, I want to approach it with peace first in mind, and so he does actually like get a couple gods on his side over time, instead of trying to kill him, and they do end up helping him out down the road. But his obsession with being just a normal person, I'm doing air quotes, but I'm sure you can't see them, it does get a little bit frustrating because you're like well into season 3, if the anime ever even went that long, where he is still insisting that he's just totally a normal person and he doesn't want to deal with the god shit. But it's like, my dude, you literally have a nuke permanently grafted to you, and people are actively searching you out to kill you and will destroy everything around you because it's funny. And you are insisting on not practicing, you're insisting on not getting better, you're insisting on ignoring magic and ignoring the supernatural as much as possible until it's forced into your face and you have to fight it. Because he has this obsession with being normal.
He is the embodiment of mediocrity.
Quite literally.
If I remember correctly, that doesn't even change even when he comes face to face with the final boss. That every 1,000 years or so kills every
who is, by the way, Arthur Pendragon.
No, that's changed. It's now Rama.
Oh, of course
But
it's
he
changed.
did it in a funny way, right? I've never seen Campion. Was it
No,
that he's amusing
it's
his
no,
striving for
it's not,
mediocrity?
no, not at all. It was absolutely infuriating. Like there was a moment. There was a moment where he could have actually saved a city from a massive Category 5 hurricane, and he was given the resources, the knowledge, and the time to stop it. But he was like, nah, man, why are you coming to me? I'm normal. And so the Category 5 hurricane, which is actually a god, hits the city, kills a shitload of people, and then he's like, well, I guess I have to stop them now.
Yo, what the fuck, dude?
Fuck.
Yep. To be fair, that's just Japan, not my problem, basically.
Yeah, but it literally is his problem.
Yeah, but until it got thrown into his face, he just ignores it, which is Japanese society.
I know. It doesn't mean it doesn't make it very infuriating to watch. Also, he has like 6 girls that literally throw themselves at him and go, please,
Jesus Christ, sorry.
Campione.
I've literally never heard of this. What the fuck?
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
It's a fucking terrible series, and there's a reason why you've never heard of it.
Literally, he may be the main character, but Donnie, the guy we were talking about earlier, is
way
every
more
single
interesting.
time he comes on screen or shows up in the light novel, steals the entire show. And that's just because he's a fucking idiot, which embodies what it means to be a champion.
The Chinese martial artist is also great because she's just like so fucking arrogant. It's great.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, she kind of gets a small crush on the main character as well.
Yes, unfortunately, she gets infected by the Hermitis.
Yeah.
Surprised.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as she's the second oldest at what, like 400?
No, she's the
200
oldest.
years old? Oh, I thought she was the second oldest. The old guy was that.
No, she's the oldest.
Oh.
It's just Vorbin actually actively went around hunting gods while she kind of just protected her territory. Yeah, so we're talking about Campione. Anyway. I will say, the toaster fucker in chief here did in fact sidestep all of Worm's issues as much as I can. Haven't read any more recent chapters, but as far as I got, you pretty much sidestepped all of the major death flags of every Worm fanfic.
It's supposed to be a humor thing mixed in with toaster fucking.
Yes, well,
yes.
you know, there's a lot of fics that are supposed to be humor fics that I've seen, and they ended up being everything but humor fics. So
I'm gonna be honest, I've kind of stopped reading any new chapters ever since Taylor woke up and started complaining about everything being French, which is acceptable.
Yeah,
but
that's fair, but that's also around the time I stopped as well. I think I stopped right on the when everything popped off and dragons started taking prisoners of the dragon slayers.
Yeah, I can understand that. I think there's a strong correlation between how often you update and how many readers stick with you.
You see, you say that, but Gray and I will update our story like every 6 months. Like one chapter every 6 months will come out from us, and like we have like a good solid 100% return rate. Actually, it's more like what would you say, Gray? It's like 120% return rate every time we update a chapter.
Don't you guys get like
127?
Yeah,
it's stupid.
Get dozens of new fucking pages every time you update.
Quite literally, our last update spawned 38 pages.
Yeah, but that's
too much.
Not QQ.
Yeah, well, Space Battles is more dead than QQ is.
Fair.
And the best part is the people that are reading are actually semi-decent at writing omakis too. Sometimes they'll just check your Undying Scarab to see if there's any.
Sometimes. I mean, that's more because we kind of cracked down on the really shit omakes, and we're like, look, don't write a fucking garbage omake. We're not gonna look at it. We're not gonna flag it unless you have something actually like worthwhile to contribute. Don't fucking write it. Because earlier in the series, I think it was like midway through Arc 2, I think it was. People were posting these like 200-word omakes where they're like, "Oh, Taylor does a sexy dance for Alex Straza," and it's like,
why?
What? Other way around.
What?
Oh, Christ. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. It's stupid either way.
Better, I guess?
No.
Still cringe.
No, it was really fucking cringe. It was so fucking bad.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I see.
Red Dragon shaking her ass is nice, but...
Yeah,
it's not something really people want to think about.
Knowing the degenerates, I've got to ask, was the dragon in human form or not?
Yes.
Ah, thank God.
There is no dragon fucking cars here. Yeah, there's no dragon fucking cars here, so we would not tolerate that sort of shit. No.
Attention! Do not fuck the car.
Indeed. But anyway,
piece of information.
So I'm now going to inflict upon you all, and this is what Kaz showed up for. It's what we've all been waiting for. It's what's been sitting here in my back screen this whole time as I've been drinking my third beer. Good plan. Yes.
I'm already on my third fucking whiskey.
Nice. So anyway, this is a Fate Stay Night fairy tale crossover, which automatically means we're off to a great start. A young woman is reborn in Earthland by a not-so-random omnipotent being with the gamer Fate Grand Order system with spirit takeover mode. And she can channel heroic spirits. How will her inclusion in this friendly guild of fairy tale change the fate of Earthland? So first off, she misspelled Earthland.
Yeah, it's one word. Which she does do correctly
earlier.
At the start of the summary.
Yes, at the start she does it correct. At the end of the sentence she fucks it up. So already off to a fantastic start here. Red flag number 3 is you are writing a story that was previously done by everyone's favorite James D. Fox.
Oh yeah, the worm one. Fuck yeah that.
So that's another red flag.
I will give them props though. 6,000 words for a first chapter isn't bad.
Yeah, no, that's not bad at all. Yeah.
But I will put the red flag of not even OC in the characters, just the heroine.
Yeah, that's true as well. I will say that's true as well. Yeah.
To be fair, FFN's tags are dog shit.
You're not wrong. However, I will counter with what happens when you don't police tags severely. You end up with shit like AO3. And if you don't add automatic tags at all, you end up with shit like QQ, where you just don't have tags, period.
Basically.
Fair.
So, yeah. By the way, sign, Infigus, Toaster Fucker. Do either of you know who James D. Fox is?
He sounds familiar.
Oh, God.
So let me bring you to his Patreon.
The first time you met
Yes.
Oh, God. Why do I have to be here for this?
You enjoy suffering.
So
I'm reading his fanfiction fanfiction.net bio right now.
Yeah.
It's a train wreck.
don't worry, his Patreon is worse.
People pay him?
Oh, wow, it's going down even harder. Holy shit. So James D. Fox at his peak
Deserves it.
Yeah. James D. Fox, at his peak, used to earn $5,000 a month from his Patreon. He is currently earning $1,000 a month.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Still not bad.
He's been demoted to science level.
Yeah, it's not bad, but the reason...
Mine keeps going up.
To be fair, if this dude had started updating in, like, current year, I would have suspected of him of using a fucking chatbot to write his stories. But unfortunately, he's been writing like this for about 6 years now. So, I don't think he's been using a chatbot. I think he's just that fucking terrible.
Oof.
Hey, attention, that was a compliment.
So this dude, James D. Fox, speedruns the idea of everything you don't do as a fanfic author.
I didn't even realize Silver and Steel was fucking finished.
Yes, unfortunately.
Wait, that finished?
Yeah.
121 chapters, 37,000 words, basically.
Some fucking how. But anyway.
Wait a second. Let me scroll.
Wait.
This dude is an amazing piece of work because, first off, he doesn't know the series he's writing for. He writes Fate
Miracle of
stories.
Zero is still unfinished?
Yes. He writes Fate stories. He's never read Fate. He writes...
what the fuck do you mean he's never read Fate?
So he's never read Fate. He's never played
FGO.
Fate. No, he plays FGO. That's an actual separate scandal.
He's never read Fate.
We'll get
FGO
into...
should not be used as a basis of your Fate fanfiction.
Don't worry. That makes it worse. We'll get into that in a second. So this dude used to write Fate Stay Night stuff. He's never seen Fate Stay Night. He's never played Fate Stay Night. He's never read Fate Stay Night.
I'm pretty sure he admitted to not even looking up the wiki. He just
did
went
not.
off fanfictions.
He ran off fanfictions he read, and occasionally comments his betas would make.
Or was
This is
that
my
Worm?
recognizing for Silver and Steel. I've
So,
heard of him.
I know
I've
he
heard of
didn't
him.
read
Yes,
Worm,
so
and he
in
did that
comes
whole thing
Essence
with
of
Worm.
Silver and Steel. He's never read Worm. He's only read some
Oh,
fan
God.
fictions of Worm, and that's what he used to write his story. Some fan fictions of Worm and some fan fictions of Fate Stay Night, and he combined them together to write a fan fiction about Fate Stay Night and Worm.
And it wasn't even good fanfiction.
It
Worm,
was terrible.
honestly.
So
No,
actually, no.
it was
To be fair,
horrible.
He hasn't read Axe stuff. He hasn't read
Yeah.
any of the decent authors. So he's working off of shit fanfiction.
Yeah.
there.
Now, to be fair, I will give Fox credit where credit is due. The first 20 chapters of any story of his is actually pretty decent.
There's a reason that Fate Revenant's Sword, which is only 19 and complete, is the only fic of his I've ever finished, and that I sort of liked.
Exactly, right? Yeah, same. The
It's
first
also
like
the
20
only fic
chapters of his
that's
stories
over 10
are tolerable.
for any Fate.
And then past that point, he just loses the plot. He forgets what the original point of the story was. He forgets what the original powers of the character are constantly. He forgets what they've said previously. I remember at one point in time when we were making fun of him, we found out that he had the same event happen 5 times in the story so far, and had the character comment that it was the first time this happened.
Oh, God.
And that would be the essence of Silver and Steel.
Yeah, Essence of Silver and Steel, yeah.
Didn't Essence of Silver and Steel basically have Taylor say she'll never be part of the PRT, and then one fight and she bent it over backwards and took a drive for him?
Yes! And it gets even better because, so he was building up, so this is where he lost a lot of people. We'll get to the drama in a second where he lost a lot more people. So he was building up to this giant fight where Enchinada, or however they fucking say her name, Echida?
Enchilada.
And Enchilada,
Yeah, Echidna?
Echidna, sure,
Echidna.
yeah. Yeah, those
right,
words.
yeah.
So everyone knows
The
what I'm
mother
talking
of
about.
monsters.
Yeah,
The mother of monsters, yeah. Which shows up in
he's building up to this fight. He's spent like fucking 25 chapters building up to this fight.
Echidna, yeah.
So guess how he does. Guess how he beats this fight.
Didn't she just install Siegfried and use Valmont, if I remember right?
Nope.
Oh no!
Don't spoil it! Don't spoil it! I want to hear what you two think. How he did this fight.
Back.
And if we guess, fucking Artorias, Noble Phantasm.
No, stop thinking Fate.
Nope,
Stop
unfortunately, you are thinking Fate. No, that does not happen.
Can I spoil it?
Actually, no, wait, you know what? That's not fair. You are not thinking the correct Fate. You should be thinking, inspiration from Fate Stay Night, except it's none of the characters.
Inspiration from Prisma Ilia.
No, Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night. This happened in Fate Stay Night. Yeah, you know, the thing that happened. That was
because he specifically in his summary says it's crossover with Fate Stay Night, Prisma Ilia.
Yes, it is.
That's the power system debate.
That's the power system. I'm talking about the specific event that occurs.
Right.
They're so weak, it's not even funny.
So yeah, basically, he plays
they're
up.
the full heroic spirit.
Yeah.
Except Siegfried can't even destroy a fucking street.
Yeah, so he plays up how strong early on. How strong Taylor is early on with the heroic spirits, and it gets even worse. So
doesn't she solo Lung at his strongest apparently?
Yeah, so early on she just fucking bulldozes people. Yeah. She bulldozes people early on. And it gets even better because her power is supposed to be that basically it does a Rolodex. She goes like, I need an assassin, and it does a Rolodex of the best assassin she could get, and it picks that power for her. That's what her worm power is.
It's bullshit.
It's really dumb. And it gets worse. So for this fight, throw every rule he set up until this point out the fucking window. Ignore everything.
She becomes herself as the noble as a
yes.
whatever.
She becomes future Taylor from an alternative reality.
Which is the worst bit, because that means that reality's already fucking happened, but Scion exists.
Yeah.
Because fuck
Unfortunately.
So it gets better. So her future self's power is the ability to control everyone using portals.
But
I see nothing wrong here.
Oh.
And she proceeds to control everyone and go all Kepri on Echidna.
But if I remember correctly, even though she controls everyone and everything around her, it doesn't work on Echidna just because.
Yes, it doesn't work on Echidna because author said so. Also, doesn't work on Tattletale because she loves Tattletale, actually. She's actually a lesbian.
That's fucking dumb.
What?
Yes.
If I remember correctly, Tattletale
incredibly
talks her
retarded.
down out of it, if I remember right.
Yes.
Talks Kepri down.
Yes, she talks
Basically.
Kepri down, and
Fucking real.
Taylor realizes that she can't just be Kepri anymore, and so she stops being Kepri.
Get fucking real.
Yeah.
So, as you can imagine,
God.
he lost a lot of people with this fight.
As you can imagine, some people
As one
fucking
does.
objected.
Yeah, I
So,
think I remember being like, "This was your last chance with me." And,
Yeah.
Well, the worst part is he not only did build up the powers, he built up the relationship Taylor had with Medea's spirit specifically, who has Rule Breaker.
Yep.
Which is one of arguably the best noble phantasms because it literally breaks all the rules. If you can conceive it, the dagger will do it.
Also, some other great Word of God takes from this author during the time was Alexandria can solo a heroic spirit.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon, what?
No, I don't get it. These are supposedly full force heroics. Not
these are, by the way, these are not servants being summoned. These are the heroic spirits.
No.
These are not servants.
Do you want, as an example, Servant Kana can destroy a fucking country.
Yes.
Heroic Spirit Kana is the one she'll get.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
some of
in
some of the super low end spirits she could, but like that's very specific, and there's not a lot of heroic spirits who are barely stronger.
So he loses about half of his income from that chapter.
I wonder why.
Oh wait, that actually cut him in half.
Yes, that one chapter and the fallout of that chapter.
And the worst bit is he doubles down.
Yeah, he doubled down so fucking hard, and he just lost more and more people as he kept going. And so we get about maybe like 3 months out from him.
How did he double down from there?
Like this is what I'm saying. Like the dumb Word of God shit that I was saying. Like, oh yeah, Alexandria is like as strong as a heroic spirit. That was stuff he was doubling down with to explain why Echidna could resist it.
Which is weird because Alexandria gets fucking controlled, even though physically and with her fucking thinker powers, probably better than Echidna.
Yep. So anyway,
did he? Do you remember what the explanation for Echidna just shrugging that off was?
Just because
actually,
said so.
quite literally, it's because I'm the author and I said so, and it wouldn't be much of a fight if she got mind controlled.
That's fucking dumb.
Not much of a fucking fight against the goddamn mind controller, bitch.
It shouldn't have been much of a fight to begin with, just from what she had at her disposal.
What I don't understand is, if it's the full heroic spirit, literally the true assassin from Fate's Day Night, one touch, her heart in hand, crushed, done.
Yep.
A number.
It didn't need to go there.
Yep.
A number of the.
There's actually a number of servants that could quite literally inflict true death. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
let's be real. All she needs for the vast majority of Worm is any Saber servant with anti-army noble phantasm.
Actually, hang on.
She touches.
Her first install is Siegfried.
So
he can't be hurt by like by much at all.
Here comes
Alexandria might be able to scrap it.
Yeah.
So here comes the drama.
Oh no.
So we're about 3 months into him losing half of his pay. And he got used to having $5,000 a month, and he got a little bit.
Right. We're having popcorn.
He got a little bit expensive in his tastes.
Of course.
And he comes out with an update, guys, look, this is not a chapter, guys. I need to be real. I need to be real with you all. If everyone could donate to me a little bit more, my mother has cancer.
Oh yeah, I forgot he pulled that. I forgot he pulled that.
Yes.
Really?
So he's talking about it. He's like, guys, you don't understand. My mother's got cancer. I am the only one that can pay for her treatment. She is going to die if you don't give me money.
No.
And so then later on, I think it was in a different thread. I think it was in a general thread. He was in a FGO general thread on Space Battles, and he was talking about how he had spent all of his month's Patreon money on spins.
You fool.
You fool. You played the classic blunder.
And then someone replies to him.
FGO.
And then someone replies to him saying that with this you and a picture of his comment saying he needs money for his cancer-driven mother. And he deletes his post.
Screen caps exist.
Holy shit. So needless to say, he lost a couple more.
Yeah.
He lost a couple
The
more.
fact is, I'm surprised he's, like, this 1,000 he's got has to be people who weren't here for that. Has people who have no idea.
He absolutely is like that because he's just very prolific with his updates. So he probably brings in, maybe 9 people for every 10 he loses.
Yep.
But he also has some fanfiction exclusives.
How the fuck do you get away with saying my mother has cancer and not be a fucking how does that work?
Because some people don't read comments in story threads.
Yeah.
And that's it. Some people just don't read the comments, so they never find out about it.
Most unfortunate.
So anyway, I'm gonna read his Patreon tiers real quick, and then we're gonna get back to this fairy tale story.
Yeah.
Tier 1. The page is the lowest position of knighthood. Even the greatest of knights must begin here. Tier 2. The junior squire. The true journey actually begins here at $3 a month. There is much to learn, and there are times when the lessons are for those more experienced. Try to keep up.
Try to keep up.
So then we move to Senior Squire. Knights, this is $7 a month. Knights are nobility. One of the knight's most important lessons to learn is the names of those that came before him, and which stars are rising, which is, of course, absolute complete bullshit and has absolutely no basis in reality.
No.
Then we have the knight. The knight, famously known for using, what the fuck is that?
Let me see.
Big, ugly, axe-looking fuck.
What in the fuck is that?
What the fuck?
What is that supposed to be?
It's poleaxe.
With the shield.
Can't forget the
That
fucking
is a real weapon.
can't forget the smaller fucking kite shield.
Is that even a poleaxe, or is that just a fucking axe with a tiny handle?
No, that is a poleaxe.
It's a massive hammer. It's a pole axe, but it's got a mace on the end.
Well, yeah, they made them multi-purpose weapons like that.
Yeah, except they
not much in diversity.
Except the back of the weapon would be the mace, not the fucking center. Because
the center.
No.
The center would also have something, but usually you'd have something sharp and
maybe a tip or a
it would have a tip, not a fucking mace on a stick. You wouldn't attack. This is quite literally a long stick with a mace, a very long mace head, which is completely not a good idea because that's just gonna fulcrum the stick into breaking. You don't even have the stick being reinforced, and then you are bolting an axe onto the mace head.
Also, why do all these fucking, like, what's it called? All these pictures look like from a shitty 3D hentai.
So because he actually uses the shitty 3D hentai engine to do these.
Oh, God.
And that's another story.
Yeah. Oh, God. No.
There was a time period in where Mr. Fox was getting very desperate for the money again. And he went around to
the story continues?
Yes. He went around to hundreds of worm stories and made really shitty cover art using the porn program. And then tried to charge the author for it.
Right, I forgot about that. He would fucking post those, like, really bad fucking pics, and then go, like, you owe me $5 for this or something.
Yeah, no, not $5. $60.
60.
That's not the worst part. He went to a couple of good authors. He went to Enso.
Yeah.
He went to the fucking...
$60. He'd be like, "Look, man, this took me all day. You gotta pay me $60 to use this image." After he posts it, and it's just bro.
Bro, if I wanted to fucking get those sort of models, I could literally download a free game right now, right here.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this man is charging more for his shitty porn than GW does for...
Also, Sign, I just have to say... Sign, you have to get on this guy's level. He has a $100 a month Patreon tier where they can tell him...
No, we're still on night.
I know, but the rest of them don't really matter. He has a $100...
2 people have it.
Yeah, right. No, actually, one of 3. Two people. Yeah, so 2 people are paying him $100 a month. And you know what $100 a month gets you?
A free commission of $10K a month? I don't know.
A free chapter update. And you get to give him ideas for future stories.
And you get a dedication page at the beginning of a story.
You get the pleasure of telling him ideas that he could monetize off of.
But if you don't like it, he'll bitch about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He fucking bitches so much.
Also, I don't think he's changed his about himself for ages.
No,
apparently
he hasn't.
He wants to become the next J.K. Rowling.
He's a very transphobic man, apparently.
The next J.K. Rowling, Tolkien, or Martin. Which he's already got Martin now because he never finishes anything he fucking does.
Whoa, no, hold on. He has finished multiple things he does.
Were they good?
No!
He said that he finished them, not that they were good.
Wait, so he's a fusion of Rowling and Martin.
Wow.
What are you talking about? They both finished things and they're both not good. What's there to be a fusion of?
Martin's books are actually, they're actually pretty good.
Really?
I was going to say, do you want to amend that statement real quick?
No. Go on. Tell me how good that entire page about her shitting was. Tell me how excellent the quality the writing was.
Everyone bring that up in every single fucking discourse. That's literally
one thing.
The one thing.
Whoa, hold up. You can make 100 bridges, but if you suck one dick, you're a dick sucker, not a bridge builder.
So what? If he posted that on QQ, people would be congratulating him for it.
Exactly.
Also, yes.
That's not a fucking good thing.
Yeah, but you can also find worse, so that is a good thing.
Stephen King published actual child
rape.
porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more weird that he just like keeps describing food in weird ways.
Well, how is that weird? Have you seen the man?
I mean, yes, that's true.
What do you think he does in his free time with all of his money?
He buys food.
Exactly! Gee, I wonder if he likes food. I don't know. Have you tried looking at his weight scale?
His weight scale exists?
Yeah.
I thought it was crushed.
Also, what the fuck is it? Why bother specifying he is Indian but not European? Why is the only nationalities that matter non-white?
Well, because he knows what's popular.
Yep.
Oh god. Anyway, so
he's got to get that money somehow.
I mean, impressive. Like, don't get me wrong. This is impressive for Fate's Day Night Fairy Tale first chapter out the gates. 69 follows. Nice.
Yeah. Nice. And only 8 hours up.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, like, you know, credit where credit's due. I mean, the idea is fucking horrendous. I hate it. But credit where it's due.
Yeah.
It was dark in the church. The only light visible was passing through the stained glasses and the candlelight. It's just stained glass.
Yeah.
You don't... Okay. The atmosphere was getting colder as my sister and I were fighting for our lives. Why did we have to confront a demon in the church? Okay. That's a bit of a non sequitur of a sentence. We were just girls, but just because I was a second born, I had to cave in to Mira's demands. If we get out of this alive, I will make my sis's life a living hell. I faced the ugly demonic mind of a demon.
Wait, what does being second born have to do anything? If your twin's doing something stupid, slap her fucking sense into her.
Yeah.
Yes, but you see, this individual believes in a very patriarchal hierarchy here.
Because you can't use, to be fair, you can't use Fairy Tail as an example because Fairy Tail's full powers come from emotion, which means Sneaky and his spite would be God.
Yes, I would be.
Sneaky would just be the final boss. I figured out
why I was having problems with it's mean. Not mine.
Whatever. I don't fucking care. Meow.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Please kill yourself.
Wait, what's the title of this fic that we're reading right now?
Spirit Takeover.
Spirit Takeover. It's been linked in the Discord, the K9
It's
chat
also on Sign's server. Yeah, so the premise of this story is that she summons heroic spirits and then uses takeover magic to reverse possess them.
But this time they are apparently servants, I believe. So they're not supposed to be as strong as they should be.
Right, okay.
So it's not a full James D4.
Right. Well, at least they have that going for them.
So does main character turn himself into a demi-servant?
Yes, effectively, yeah.
And then they turn it, and then it gets turned off. But again, as I put in the fucking chat, out of her 7 lists, only 3 are actually usable in Fate lore.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of lists, did we ever show Sign the list of lists?
Oh, yes, you showed me that.
Okay, well, you know we do have Toaster Fucker here now, and it's basically tradition.
Are we bringing this up for the 5th time?
Is that the list we found on that fucking Harry Potter fic?
Yeah.
The King of Magic, yes. The King of Magic, yeah. Harry Potter and the list of lists.
Yeah. That was the first and only time I've been on this fucking stream like this since.
Yep. That was a stream that I got excessively drunk that stream.
Come on, time for a flashback.
I still remember your hysterical. The list it goes on.
Yeah. We were a solid like hour into reading that list, and I just look at the fucking scroll bar, and we're like halfway through the story.
Yeah, it was. Didn't the list take up like 3/4 of the chapter?
The list took up 3 chapters. Because if you go to chapter 2 and 3, there's more lists.
He's not wrong.
There's nothing but lists.
It's
to be
just
fair,
more
when
lists.
I was on it, to be fair, when I was on, we never made it that far.
No,
to
we
chapter 2.
didn't, because we just read through.
Now I'm curious, what are you guys talking about? I'm curious.
Let's take a trip down memory lane.
Yeah, King of Magic.
Oh.
So,
you're about to get You're about to read. You're about to read the genealogy part of the Bible. Is what you're about to do, my friend.
Yeah.
No, the Bible takes less time to read than this list.
Really? Wait, where the hell is King of Magic?
Did
he take it down?
Gone, is it?
No way. No, he could not have taken it down.
If you've got it.
Okay, I got it up. I got it here.
If you've got it downloaded on the Fanfiction app, you can actually still get it.
No, don't worry. It's still up. It's still up.
You know what?
It just was not showing up in search.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pin.
Yeah. You're gonna pin King of Magic?
We're just gonna pin King of Magic because of how often you bring this fucking thing up.
Max, we have gone for quite literally 7 years now. I have brought this story up maybe 6 times. I think once a year is quite respectable.
Oh god, I'm just scrolling.
What am I reading? I'm scrolling down and down, and I haven't reached the bottom yet.
2019. So
it gets worse.
Just keeps
and
going.
It's an Avengers Percy Jackson crossover as well.
And it just keeps going, and it just keeps going. Oh yeah, so by the way, we calculated how much gold Harry has in his vault in this story, and he has more gold in his vault than the weight of the moon.
Whenever you kill them,
and then he fucking died horribly.
True name: Harold James George Arthur Philip Albert Richard Loki Nicholas Potter.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Sneaky. You just almost did what all of the poison planets in Australia haven't been able to do.
I mean, you just built different in that case. Australia hasn't been able to kill you.
Yeah.
Oh god, again, there is some fucking choice ones in here, but we'll get to this in a second. We're gonna read the Spirit Takeover, and then we'll get to the noble house of George Washington.
The battle axe of Gryffindor, the lance of Gryffindor.
I'll show you my lance of Gryffindor.
The slightly used paint spackle of Gryffindor.
Oh. Fucking hell.
Oh. And by the way, that's just gold that we calculated. He has like 5 times that in silver and like 10 times that in copper, and he has like the weight of the moon in gems.
Oh my god.
And he has all of this in a vault, and we're just like, how the fuck?
And that's physical money, not digital transactions.
Yeah,
no
NFTs. This is
physical
all physical, actual money.
Imagine if he loses all that money to NFT cryptocurrency.
Hermione, look, I just bought this new Muggle thing. It's called an NFT.
They said it was worth a lot of money.
Well,
Have you looked at it?
Party.
It looks like Ron smoking a bong.
So another thing of note.
I got into crypto.
Another thing of note, though, is canonically. So this is canonical. This is canon shit, right? So I pulled an autist moment, and I did calculate how much gold was roughly in Harry's trust vault in the movie. In the first movie.
Wait, is it actually specifically
autism on full frame?
In canon?
Yeah, specifically it's the vault set aside for Harry.
That you see in the first film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is explicitly a trust vault.
I believe that's what they called it, yeah.
I believe so.
Yes, it is.
I believe, I'm not sure if it, I think in the books they even call it trust vault, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's
my
been...
My man had the fucking
Yeah.
trust vault for the ages.
So I calculated how much gold that is. And it comes out to roughly, if all of the gold was sold at the pricing of that era and then converted into modern day evaluation, I believe it came out to around $35 million USD.
And Harry's still wearing his cousin's fucking under?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Harry didn't buy a prostitute as a teenager?
He didn't need to. He had polyjuice.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
That's fucking...
The question is he going to make Hermione brew the polyjuice for that? Or...
Harry,
or
what do you need this polyjuice for?
I gotta sneak into the Slytherins place
I gotta
again.
do some science in the Slytherin house, baby.
Oh, by the way, can I have a hair?
Yeah.
Just fucking...
By the way, you dropped your hairbrush.
Yeah.
By the way, I found your hairbrush. You know,
Also,
here in the...
Don't
in
worry
the hole.
about me. Don't worry about me and Draco going into the broom closet at all. Just
Mike.
when you see us,
The
we're just gonna
real
get into a
source.
fist fight in there.
The real source of all the Hermione fix. It's actually Harry in disguise.
Yeah, don't worry, Hermione. We're just gonna go wrestle in there.
No, it wasn't Draco. It was Snape.
Oh God.
Nah, Snape is
Snape
is
not.
not.
Are we gonna start talking about Harry Potter
Boyle.
stories to inflict pain upon people with? Because I can always break out the 392 anal fissures.
No.
Why would you bring that up?
Why not? But please.
Please don't. Thank you.
Oh, but it's such a lovely story, where Snape finds a sexually
I don't fucking care. She look up about it.
And adopts him as a son, and then they have sex while Harry's a cat.
I mean, the fuck? What?
Yeah.
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 As a cat?
As a cat?
Yep.
Okay,
Which
that's
is
a whole nother level of...
Just as J.K. Rowling intended.
Just as J.K. Rowling intended.
You know what's funny though? After J.K. Rowling came out as a TERF, all those trans Harry fics all just magically stopped.
Hilarious.
There was trans Harry fix?
Yeah,
Yes.
was. Usually starting with him apparently just being a cross-dresser before he goes to Hogwarts.
I don't
remember
those.
Okay, no, I do remember one that was actually pretty funny. Now that you're jogging my memory, it was called "The Girl Who Lived," and Harry had a curse placed on him that turned all of his clothing into girls' clothing whenever he tried to wear it. And everyone viewed it when someone looked at him. He looked like a girl version of himself, but he was actually a guy, thought himself as a guy, and was just like, fuck my life.
To be fair, that sounds good. This one was not.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I remember. You had me read that. That was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, that was actually pretty funny. And, like, Dumbledore had to, like...
He got Tonks to realize he was a dude.
Yes. Both Tonks and Dumbledore could resist it in different ways. Tonks because Metamorph Magus, and Dumbledore because he was a Legitimens or whatever. And they were both able to, like, temporarily remember that Harry's actually a boy, and then they would forget if they stopped looking at him.
How the fuck does that work?
I can understand Tonks because being able to fucking change her entire body, probably also all her hormones and shit, probably means magic that changes shit doesn't really affect her.
Probably. I mean,
But-
that's not canon, but if you came and told me that, I'd be like, yeah, sure, fine.
Dumbledore doesn't really make sense because then Snape would also be able to.
Unless he's casually reading everyone's minds whenever the fuck he looks at people.
To be fair, everyone
Snape is respecting.
Well, no, but how they played it off was like Dumbledore had to be told by Harry at multiple times, and then like he had to read Harry's mind and then realize it, and then use his occlumency powers to like not forget, not let the magic make him forget. And then the second he looked away from Harry and wasn't thinking about it anymore, he forgot, and they had to go through the cycle again. And basically they came up with a way to get around it by Harry mentioning a certain thing, and that was supposed to make Dumbledore remember, but like the spell started adapting, I think, near the last chapter that updated, and like Dumbledore was starting to forget again.
You know, then my headcanon of that is, because it's basically implied that Snape read Harry's mind in the very first year on the very first class when he was looking straight at his eyes when asking those questions.
Probably.
So my guess is Snape saw it and just fucking laughed.
Probably.
He went along with it.
Probably,
he just went along with it as like, sucks to be James Potter's son.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to protect him. But
I guarantee in that case,
Lol,
what he's initially thinking is, oh shit, Lily didn't have a daughter for me to fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't remind me of that story. Ah!
Have you been flashbanged by words?
No, I'm just reminded of that. So there's like a story we covered like 3 weeks ago now, where it was a self-insert OC that was Lily's daughter, and she got along. So no, it was Harry's twin, so Lily's daughter.
Oh god,
no. She got along with Snape, where Harry didn't get along with Snape, and then they started romancing each other, and it was really fucking creepy because she was like 12, and the way the author phrased it was Snape was looking at the chance to fuck Lily's daughter as a second chance at romancing Lily.
Thank you very much.
With
that.
That reminds
I really didn't need to hear it.
I don't know why, but that reminds me of a Rock Boy Who Lived fic where apparently Snape adopts Harry and then they... I don't know why that reminds me of that.
Dude, that's like, there's so many of those, though. It's like...
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Does not narrow it down in the fucking slightest.
They have this weird system. They have this weird system that when you master something, it shows up on your body as a tattoo or something, and... They get friends with Nicholas Flamel before he dies. Harry makes a Philosopher's Stone after they die.
What?
And fucking the parents are still alive and everything. I don't know why it reminds me of that. Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like Harry Potter. It's just pure Harry Potter, and it's like over 100 chapters. I don't know why it reminds me of that.
I will never forgive the author who wrote a Harry Potter story about Harry Potter being blind. And... so basically, Harry was blinded by the curse, and his magic responded to him being blinded by the Veda Kedavra curse by becoming a person that would basically be his seeing eye dog.
Bitch, what?
And do Yeah, so it like manifested a girl that
of course it was
a gothic Lolita.
We all know where that's going. Okay.
Yeah, and they do end up dating.
I seem to recall this one.
It is a completed story. It manifests a gothic Lolita as basically a seeing eye dog for Harry, and she takes care of all of his needs. You know, because she's his magic, so she always knows when he's hungry or wants to go somewhere or what object he needs. And
takes care of all of his needs.
Okay, no sex. No sex happens, okay?
Okay, there's a surprise.
Yeah.
It's implied that it happens after the story's over.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Well, Fade to Black implied is still better than fucking most of the trash. Let's give it up for Harry with magical cancer getting with Draco.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Harry! You gotta get with Draco. He's your soulmate. He'll cure your soul cancer. If you fuck Draco, you'll die.
No, there's an actual fic where Harry gets like magical cancer or something.
Draco can't die.
Draco and all the Slytherins befriend him and decide to help him go through a list of things he wants to do before he dies, except for like Crabbe, because apparently he was in a relationship with Goyle, who died canonically like he did in the fucking movies and books.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Crabbe tries to kill Harry.
Two in a fucking relationship, and we're supposed to like that mental image?
Yeah,
Get
right.
the fuck out.
So,
anyway. I feel like that's just been fucking flashbang. Why does this happen so often?
After I gave up on the Naruto franchise, I was still with really shit taste and went to the Harry Potter franchise.
Yeah, yep, checks out.
And so I was that fucking kid who didn't care what he was reading, even if it was fucking gay or anything, as long as it was like sort of good grammar and well written. So I read a lot of shit that, looking back, the premise was absolutely shit, the concept was shit, the story was shit, but because it was well written, I would keep reading it.
You are a mistake.
Okay, but do you have good standards now, or do you still have shit standards?
The only thing I've read lately is like science fic, so I don't know.
Right, so you take that for what you will, I suppose.
Well, science fic, I've started trying Man Off the Moon, but again...
Man Off the Moon is not good. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I've heard so many people say good things about it.
Yeah, because I didn't get into Mass Effect until, like, last year. I never even played the games.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good.
Then I tried Man Off the Moon, and all I'm thinking while reading it is, where's the Batarian racism?
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
And there is none.
Cartoons do not deserve to breathe. So.
Anyway, so this blind author. So it was a decently written story. Like, don't get me wrong, it was like an interesting-ish premise.
Blind author?
Yeah, the author ended up being also blind. So we'll get to that.
Oh wait! How the?
Well, hold on. Let me tell the story. Stop fucking jumping ahead. So the blind author wrote a couple chapters. I was like, all right, I'm kind of gelling to it. I'm kind of curious as to where he's going to go with this. Because, like, he didn't really change all that much. Despite Harry being blind, because he could basically see, like, normal because he had his magic see for him.
Magic C4?
Yes, his magical C4. And so it got weird, though, because, as I later found out, the author was blind, and so he had some opinions on blindness, which we heavily disagreed over. So basically, throughout the entire story, he had major trouble with homophones, which makes sense now knowing that he's blind because he was using a speech-to-text program.
Oh, dear.
Right.
I mean, if it works...
Right. Well, it kind of worked, because he had some really weird grammar and some really weird homophones because he couldn't see the page.
Yeah.
Which
Have they heard of having a beta?
I did suggest that to him, and he said that because people like his story, he doesn't need a beta, because it doesn't matter if he's writing things wrong as long as people like his story.
Woo.
I mean, given some fan fictions, he's probably not.
No, he's wrong.
Door.
Anyway, so the story continues as per normal. Canon stuff happens, and then the first character comes up to Harry, and it's an adult, and the adult's like, Harry, you know, we can just fix your eyes. You know, we can just wave a wand,
do that.
Fix your eyes. And he's like, no, there is nothing to fix. Being blind is not a disability.
Oh, God. No, that fucking Arms Master thing, Sneaky?
Now, yes. Now, keep in mind, this is a very important part. The author is saying being blind is not a disability, while simultaneously having a seeing eye dog that is literally at human-level intelligence in the body of a human, capable of reacting to his thoughts and wants. And he's sitting there saying being blind is not a disability. And it's like, motherfucker, you literally have an unseen servant doing everything for you. No shit you don't think it's a disability.
His desire to see literally fucking made a person.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He's coping so hard.
It's extreme levels. So don't worry, the coping and seething reaches quite literally Deus Vult levels. Max is probably starting to remember this.
Isn't there technology now that lets them like see flashes of landscape and shit, and even like sort of see?
Yes. So this actually comes up. That's another thing. They've actually found that the technology really only works for people that are that lost their sight, because people who were born blind can't use the technology because the brain wasn't raised to understand the images it's receiving. Yeah.
Which to be fair is still fucking pretty good though. I mean, if you're born blind,
it's very cool. Yeah, no, it's very cool. But so the problem occurs about halfway into the story, is he has all of the characters talking to each other, and then out of nowhere, Hermione is just like, "No, Ron, Christ is king, and he is our Lord and Savior, and according to John 13:4." And just starts going on this fucking rant about God and heaven and how Jesus will save them all, and then it just stops, and Hermione goes back to talking about what she was talking about before, like she hadn't just done a Christ is king rant in the middle of the story.
What?
You know what? In the middle of a story, in a castle of magic, where they hid away because of witch hunts, that's a based Hermione.
So it gets worse, because he does this a couple more times throughout the story. But, so the story ends, you know, Harry learns to love his magic or some shit, and they fall in love or whatever. And, he becomes an angry, crotchety old hermit.
He falls in love with his slave, okay.
Yes.
Yep.
And so anyway, I sent a review in to the author, and I was like, you know, decent story, but you didn't really change much. And it got a little bit weird, where how Harry is kind of falling in love with his own magic, and kind of hypocritical of Harry to say that there's nothing wrong with being blind, when you quite literally have a magical seeing eye dog that's telepathic to help him. And the author goes into this massive rant about how I can't comment on his grammar and his story because, you know, he's blind, and so therefore he's beyond reproach, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then this is the cope and seething part he got into. Where he said, I stand by my opinion that blindness isn't a disability. Because if I wasn't supposed to be blind, then God wouldn't have made me blind. And God has a plan that involves me being blind. And so I need to stay blind so I can be part of God's plan.
Okay. That's not at all how that works.
No.
Sir, line up against that wall there, please.
Remember that time when Jesus healed the blind and made the lame walk and all that shit? Yeah. No, we're just gonna ignore that.
Yeah. I told Max all this, right? And his immediate response was, "This guy really thinks he knows God's plan for him." It's kind of heretical.
I kind of can't remember this one.
But wait.
Having the
This
same
fucker can't
reaction
even
though.
read the Bible.
He doesn't know what the fuck is in store.
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell. See, this is someone who will tell you predestination isn't real, and then argue in favor of predestination.
Yeah. I also think your response to that was, what if God's plan was for him to not be blind?
I mean, he wants to stay blind, so I mean, if he wants to go against whatever that plan might be.
I would say I just settled for calling him a heretic and moving on with it.
My response to the guy was like, "Oh, all right, buddy, you do you." Oh god.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that was the biggest cope and seethe I think I've ever received from an author. Like I've received vitriol from authors, I've received seething from authors, but like multiple paragraphs about how him being blind is all part of God's plan. Possibly the largest cope and seethe I've ever seen.
Is that the only time you've had someone try to religiously lecture you as a rebuttal?
Is that the only time someone's tried to religiously rebuttal me with a lecture?
I don't, like, if it's happened before, you've never shared it with me in passing, but I think that might be the first time that's ever happened.
That's actually honestly been like,
only time.
It's been like the only time I've ever actually received a religious lecture as a rebuttal.
I am honestly surprised. I feel like you should have been.
I mean, why?
To be fair, I don't.
Hang on, surprised about what? That being the only time that's happened to him, or just that that's how it went?
That's how it went.
To be fair, I feel like too many people, like Sneaky's alcoholism and rage. Other than that, he doesn't really go against all that much religious fucking.
I'm not really even an alcoholic. I drink like 2 beers every 2 days.
Yeah, no. Like, other than when someone fucks around with you, they don't. No religious practitioner really has anything to stand against you.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I literally wrote.
He doesn't go seeking.
Oh, no, that's fair as well. But I also literally wrote a multi-page research paper. Well, it was a research paper, so of course it was multi-page. I wrote a research paper about how radio stations are effectively churches for music.
Yeah.
And the priest that was assigned to teaching the class was just like, I want to be mad, but you're right.
The best kind.
He's like, all right, I'm giving you an A, but like, I'm not happy about it.
Don't think this means I like you.
I'm starting to get the idea that Sneaky has that kind of personality.
Yes.
Yes! How could you tell? I mean, there's always the classic story about how I accidentally started a gang in high school and then proceeded to press gang people into it. Accidentally.
I think I've heard that one.
Yeah,
I think I've heard that
I've told that one a couple times. It's a classic.
It always ends up, when you bring it up, it always ends up with a response, what?
Well, so, I joined the literary club in high school, and, you know, I'm 6'1", I'm like 240 pounds at that point in time in high school. I'm kind of a big dude. Not really fat. So I was kind of just big.
Broad.
Yeah, broad, yeah. And
my man was 6'1" in all directions.
Yes. Especially the D direction. No, I'm just kidding.
Bruh.
You set me up for it.
You really didn't, but sure, dude.
We all thought it.
Another thing of note is that because I rode a bike to school, I had leather fingerless biking gloves.
Oh God, you had those?
Yeah.
Oh God.
And I also really liked having pockets, so I wore
this story.
a fishing vest.
This story?
And I also had a fedora because I went to the principal and I was like, "Hey, principal, can I wear a fedora in school?" And the principal was like, "No one's ever actually just asked me, so fuck it, sure." So, that's the setup to this. And I get elected.
It gets good.
I get elected the president of the literary club. Because everyone liked me more than they disliked everyone else. I don't fucking look. I basically just kind of sat there and cracked a couple jokes occasionally, and that's about it. And so I got elected the president of the literary club, and part of being in a very poor school is that if we didn't earn enough money, our club was shut down. So we had to perform labor and sell merchandise. And one day, we just didn't have enough people to get all of the labor done. And so I just started walking up to random people and said, "Hey, you're with me now, come on."
Oh.
And I just did that to like 5 or 6 people, and they just followed me. And then I was like, "All right, great, you're all here. Here, take this. Here's your paintbrush. Start painting." And they're like, "Oh, okay."
What?
And
sheep and followers,
the
man.
best part about it is they just kept showing up from that on. I was just
Natural sheep and followers.
To be fair, you didn't force drugs on them. You didn't invoke violence on them. As far as they were concerned, that was probably the best game press they've ever been part of.
And so, in response to this happening, which everyone found highly amusing, a bunch of kids decided to print out, the old Uncle Sam wants you to join the army posters?
Yeah.
A bunch of kids printed that out, but with me, and they took a picture of me pointing at someone at some point. With my full fucking outfit on, cargo shorts with the fucking army camo, the hiking boots with the steel toes, all of it. They fucking took the full body picture of me pointing, and they put up, my real name.
You're with me now.
Wants you to join Literary Mag and wants you to show up at this time at this place. We got a bunch of members, and I'm just like, okay.
Holy shit. I mean, that's pretty good.
Walking around with big dick energy.
That's pretty good, seeing as you were probably
Yeah,
getting
it's just
president
the-
because you were broad enough that no one fucked with your club.
Well, I mean, it was the funniest shit though, because my friend group had a pre-qualified Army Ranger, a pre-qualified Marine, the football linebacker, a bunch of fucking nerds, some fat neckbeard weebs, a couple girls from the art, group, a couple girls from the culinary group. And it's just and also a bunch of honor students. And it's just what the fuck is this friend group?
I mean, that reminds me of the SDM, but go on.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a really weird friend group. And I somehow got all of them to meet up on Wednesdays after school for philosophy debates. I don't know how I managed that one.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how I managed that one. But yeah, no, the other reason why people didn't really start shit with me is because I put someone in the hospital in my sophomore year.
As you should.
Yeah.
Okay, did they deserve it?
Not really, no.
But kind of?
I mean, okay, so as I told the principal when he, like, pulled me in, and he's like, this person is bleeding out, and they're being taken to the hospital in an ambulance. Why did you do it? And I just looked at him and I was like, I'm not a morning person.
I'm sorry, what?
No. How the fuck did you get away with that?
And so he's like, okay. Well, did you punch him first? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, all right. I'm gonna have to suspend you for a day.
Like, he just wasn't even mad. He was like, you threw the first punch. Suspension. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that sounds about right for,
And they actually... It gets better because
they fucking love you. There's no way you just got off of that with it. Just that.
All of the teachers loved me except my math teacher because I slept in her class.
Well, that's because math is cringe in most middle schools.
They actually framed the chair that the other student used me to break. And I phrase it that way because the guy I was fighting was 6'4" and 320 pounds. And he quite literally picked me up into the air and just slammed me down like a 2x4 onto the chair. And it shattered. It quite literally exploded. And they framed it. They took all of the pieces and put them in a big picture frame and hung it up in the office.
Sneaky, you realize you could have probably been the world's most successful cult leader, right?
We made that joke before.
No, we literally have this podcast which somehow has a certain amount of people.
Yes,
I think he knows.
173 followers.
Yeah, somehow. 173 people definitely don't show up. I wish they did. But I mean, we
also an hour and a half, and we still haven't gotten to the first bit.
I mean, that's pretty normal.
I mean, that's just on par for this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
I still remember the fucking time we spent like, what was it? It was like fucking 3 hours just talking about weird.
That's the first time Sign showed up. Yeah. And I just decided to just roll out the red carpet of every traumatic fic I remembered.
It was bad, okay?
And inflicted them upon Sign. Thank you for reminding myself. Like the story, it was a Naruto story where the author claimed that it was fine that Naruto was fucking his sister because even though he was 3 years old, he worked out a bunch, so he had the body of a 5-year-old.
Wait, I think I know that fic. I think I know that one.
How do you
I think I know that one.
From just that.
Because the reason why he knows that fic is because that fic has 9,000 favorites and follows.
Yeah, I think I do because of when I used to be part of the fucking Naruto fanfiction community.
It's a very popular fanfic. Other highlights from that story is that Kushina
looked like he was 5.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So it gets even better. So Kushina and his older sister, who looks basically like Kushina, are both nudists, and they parade around Konoha naked. And Naruto, as a 3-year-old, would randomly come up to them and bend them over and have sex with them in front of everyone in Konoha, so they all knew that they were his.
Fuck.
At the age of 3.
At the age of 3.
Yes.
Okay, and how old was his sister?
16.
What? Why? How does that make sense?
It doesn't.
Don't
I'm just
worry.
surprised that he has 9,000 followers.
Why? Didn't Kushina and Minato have like Naruto young because it's fucking Ninja where everyone dies?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they were reasonably young.
Don't question it.
So
yeah,
they
Kushina had her when she was 5.
10?
Hold on.
Fuck.
Hold on.
Don't worry about
Hold
it.
on.
Don't worry about it. It gets worse.
What?
So actually, the reason why Naruto was able to get his dick hard as a 3-year-old was because mentally he was 33 because he had so much sex in his mind with all 9 Biju who turned into furries to have sex with him, is that he aged mentally to 33.
Okay, you have to give you the title of this book. Sounds like a wild ride.
Right, I'm looking for it myself.
What the fuck?
I don't even.
Is it? It's not Legacy, is it?
It might be Legacy.
No, that's just Naruhito.
Okay.
Naokaze's Return Redux?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
What the actual?
Oh
fuck?
yeah, it's great. There was another amazing Naruto fic that we found, which was a self-insert OC taking place when Kushina was 5 in village hidden in the whirlpools. The OC is a Jonin of Uzu, and he is tasked with escorting Kushina, child Kushina, to Konoha. And also, by the way, he's a femboy who dresses like a woman.
That sounds familiar.
And,
yeah, it does. It does.
And he goes into the bathhouse to take a bath, and Kushina comes into the bathhouse and rapes him and says, "You can never say anything about this because no one will believe you."
What?
At the age of 5.
Yes.
Has that also thought of killing himself?
Was he unable to fight off a 5-year-old?
Well, he was tasked with protecting her, and she's the princess of the nation.
That doesn't mean you don't fucking take her off of you. You don't have to.
Has he heard of dodging?
Yeah, but you see, he was a femboy, and so he wasn't very strong, and the 5-year-old was actually stronger than him and overpowered him.
How the fuck did he get beyond fucking...
Jonin. How was he a Jonin? How was he a fucking Jonin?
Don't ask questions, just consume content.
If I wanted to consume shitty excuse for porn, I'd ask Sign which one of his effects has a shitty excuse for porn.
My time is all of them, pretty much. Yeah.
All of them.
Pretty much all of them. Yeah. Kind of walked into that one.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to this as I continue to jog my memory with more alcohol.
5 years old.
Yeah, don't worry about it. 5 years old.
Sign doesn't write fucking 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say yeah?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No comment.
Wait, no, hold on. There was that one Ruby story.
No one was fab at that.
What about
isn't
the little sister?
JK story? Wait. Isn't your JK story?
Does 12?
He's got you there.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think because I haven't actually finished it yet. Your JK story. I really hope there's nothing involving Komeko.
No, not yet.
Oh, thank fuck. Yes.
Not until she's older.
What?
Me, God, strongest space racist.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Oh god.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't read much Dark Wolf Shiro, but I am reading his Mass Effect fic just because of how racist he is against Batarians.
Well, Batarians are shit anyway.
Yeah.
They hold us to die.
Okay, do you have a Mass Effect thing, son?
Not yet.
Batarians were put...
Not yet, okay.
Batarians were put on God's green earth to be killed horribly.
Reminder, go for the eyes!
Like kill some Batarians. I need to play some Mass Effect so often.
I really didn't like the way it laughed. Yeah, I may be scared of you, but you stink. Also, you laugh like a pedophile.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
How exactly do pedophiles laugh?
Wait, no,
trademark.
It's the Fanon Kuku Orochimaru's a pedophile.
Yeah, it's a reference to Orochimaru being a pedophile because the demon loves Kuku.
That is fair.
I mean,
I'm not even sure Orochimaru is interested in anyone. There's a reason he cloned himself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the closest. Yeah.
Science is the only thing he's interested in.
I think the closest that Orochimaru would ever get to any sort of sexual question is if he cloned himself and had sex with himself. Would it be incest, masturbation, or what's the other one?
Self-cest.
No, it's incest, masturbation, or
gay.
Or gay.
Yeah. Like that fucking Himiko fucking...
Yes, that's where the joke originated from, yeah.
Yeah.
The demon's face darkened and his eyes glowed red. Its left arm extended and came for me, impertinent whelp. I would like to point out here that the demon did not say she was wrong.
It's demon.
Mira lunged at me, and we were on supposed hollow ground of the church. And maybe the demon didn't get the memo, and that's why it was here. I'm not.
I always wondered that. Why the fuck is there regular gods in fairy tale? Like, how does good old Yahweh go in, see dragons, and go, yep, they can exist?
I mean, I personally take an issue with God hitting the check mark on prions, but...
God, prions.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, prions?
Yeah, so prions, so...
They give you brain disease.
You know how you have, like, bacteria, right? And that's a cell. And then you have viruses, which is a protein case around a bunch of DNA, right? Mm-hmm. Prions are the question of, what if protein decided it was evil?
They're junk pieces of sharp shit, basically.
Effectively, yeah. So basically, there's a lot of shit that goes on in your body, and your body really likes to delegate.
It's fucked.
And in your cells, there are masses of amino acids that combine together to form proteins, and these proteins do very simple tasks. Basically, you can think of it as the simple robots we have on factory lines, where it's like, you are a robot arm, and your job is to turn over the egg when it comes in front of you. Mm-hmm. And that's basically what a protein does inside a cell. It's like its job is do this one specific thing whenever this one specific thing happens. And it just has to be done so much that it was important enough to just make a dedicated protein to do it. And prions are when the protein decides that actually it wants to take the egg and shove it down someone's mouth instead of just rotating it. And then it makes more of itself.
Another way to see it is proteins are AIV.
He has been silenced.
What? Oh,
the Matrix is on to him. He's been silenced.
Oh no! What do we do?
Anyway, my sister looked at me with frightened. So I can't really tell if this. So this is a young woman is reborn into Earthland. Okay, so she gets isekai'd into Earthland.
As Mira's sister.
Okay, so that was not clear. Because we just open up straight into them fighting a demon in a church, and I couldn't tell if this was they're fighting a demon in a church in Earthland, or they're fighting a demon in a church and this is how she dies.
And the thing is, I'm gonna head back to at the start where I said the characters are just the harem.
Yeah.
If she literally just added Mira Jane up there as one of the characters, it would make way more sense to realize. Because this is actually part of Mira's canon, backstory.
Oh, I know, yeah, I know. This is the part where she got the demon takeover.
Demon arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the demon arm. So, literally, the characters do not help this, especially because one of them don't even show up, as a woman till after this fucking 7-year time skip.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Kagura there is literally, I think, 11 or 12 before they get stuck in that time stasis thing after the Big Tree Island.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Roxy, no, I'll kill you. What was strange was veins appeared.
They named the character Roxy.
Yeah.
Yes. So instead of Louise?
Which is weird because the siblings' names are Lizana, Mira Jane, and fucking Alfman.
Yeah.
No, Lizana still exists. I've skimmed this.
Oh, so it's another sister. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's a self-insert basically as Mira's twin sister.
That's even more cringe.
Sign, you need to yell at your person here.
Well, Sign's not going to do that because that person pays him money.
Yes, they give me money.
Yeah.
Okay,
which, I mean, yeah, it's to be fair, I do allow shit like that to happen when people pay me in chat, so.
Yeah, they pay money, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty cringe, so they get into a fight scene and time slows down in front of them. And then a bunch of gamer words appear in front of them. Not gamer words, but, video game words.
Yeah.
We know the distinction with you, don't worry.
It's essentially... It seems like it's essentially like the Great Sage from Tensura, the slime anime.
Yeah, let's see, looking through here. Excuse me the fuck, what? Are you shitting me with this?
Are you getting to just the
I'm getting to the list of servants here. I'm looking at this.
Right, now,
are they really pulling this horse shit where all the list of servants, actually it's all of the SSR servants. All of the fucking 17-star servants, she gets those.
Now, can I rant about this fucking...
Oh, go for it. You're gonna do a better job than I will.
Saber Artoria.
Right.
One of the three that's acceptable. Even though she technically never shows up in FaceTime outside of Grail Wars because of the fucking deal she made with fucking the Counterforce.
Right.
She essentially can only show up if she's
in a Grail. Right, yep.
So technically she actually doesn't count either, but I just gave it the pass because King Arthur's fucking well.
I mean, also, it's just a classic, and if you're a Fate Stay Night person, then of course you're gonna include them.
But Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Now, in Prisma Ilia, Gilgamesh had to go into a fucking personality-less doll because otherwise it would have fucking killed the person trying to do it because of their ego being so fucking big.
Which, to be fair, Gilgamesh.
If this was the Lily, Gilgamesh Lily, the Shota, the Happy Go Shota, they would actually probably help, and that's fine. If it was the caster, that's fine, because he'll help you, but he'll make you prove yourself.
This is
first.
FSN Gilgamesh? Really?
Yes. This is FSN Fate Zero Gilgamesh.
This is Gilgamesh.
Who is OOC as fuck, because apparently it likes Lysana. I don't know why. I skimmed it. She left Gilgamesh named by Xana. And it's Queen Gilgamesh. It's a female version.
Oh, of course. Obviously,
so
of course.
Is it supposed to be Angie then from Ilya? Or
I don't know.
Gil?
Wrong, because that's fucking Gilgamesh's ego taking a personality-less doll. That's why it needed the doll. That is literally Gilgamesh in a female body, basically.
No.
That's not Angie.
So yeah, next up we have...
Okay, so in this story, that's...
maybe, I don't know. It's only one chapter.
We got...
Now, this is the worst one.
Ryder,
fucking Ishtar.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah.
Ishtar without Rin.
Yeah.
Ishtar without Rin causes the fucking apocalypse. Go read Strange Fake. You do not put Ishtar here at all.
Yeah.
Without Rin. And you don't get her because Ishtar's not taking over Rin, she's taking over yourself.
Yeah.
You don't get Ishtar. Don't get Ishtar.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a fucking long time since I've even bothered looking at Strange Fake.
Yeah.
But wasn't the whole thing is that the whole reason why Ishtar didn't fuck everything over because they basically personality melded with Rin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ishtar causes the apocalypse by bringing Gugalana, the Bull of Heaven, into the real world to literally destroy everything for no reason, but she finds it fun, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord.
That is Strange Fate.
Also,
Ishtar is the big bad villain that's doing it just for her own fucking fun.
I didn't realize she even shows up in Strange Fate.
She does.
It hasn't been translated that far.
No, she does. She takes over the body of an Ironsburg homunculus.
And then we have Medea Lily, which...
No, that's acceptable. That's one of the only things that's acceptable now.
I thought the animated version of
yes, okay, it's more acceptable. I feel like as far as the story goes, what you shouldn't do is start off with some of the most powerful characters.
And the worst bit is she's using not even the original character, but an event fucking gag as the writer.
Of course.
That's
why not?
Literally, that's not Ishtar. That's a summer servant Ishtar in a swimsuit.
Of course. Then we have Skathach as Lancer.
Skathach cannot be summoned because she's not dead.
Right.
The only reason she could be summoned in FGO.
Yeah.
The only reason she could be summoned in FGO, Extinction of Humanity, also into Land of Shadows and killed. She should not be allowed. That should be Q at fucking best.
I thought she couldn't be summoned because she was in the Land of Shadows, not because she wasn't dead.
No, she was also not dead. So
she can't die as long as she's in the Land of Shadows, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah,
right,
basically.
Okay.
Until she's dead, which she only dies in FGO because of fucking a Beast of Humanity that brings about the apocalypse, she cannot be summoned no matter what. She should not be even able to be, like, as a takeover.
And then, we got fucking Minamoto Noriko, which, I mean,
That's
don't
fine.
get me
That's
wrong.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
My main issue though with this one is half divine. Like
but my issue is no one actually realizes how Raiko is. You don't get one servant. Her noble phantasm makes 4. Look at the manga involved.
Yeah, I know.
You don't face one. You face 5. That thing is.
Then of course we have fucking Shiki on top of all of this for assassin, and it's just like I'm sorry.
Hey, can I tell you this?
Yeah.
No, Shiki is not in the Throne of Heroes. The only reason she's summoned is because of her connection to Void Shiki, which is the saber that likes to wear fucking bunny ears.
Right.
That Shiki is not in the Throne of Heroes. She only has a connection to the fucking Akashic Record as a split personality. She is not able to be put into a card.
Which, I mean,
the literal only assassin that's worse that they could have chosen would be Jack from Fate Apocrypha. Because that's 150,000. Because that's 150,000 being shoved into your head. You install Jack, and you're becoming a hive mind Legion. That's it. There's no you anymore.
Artoria, I can sort of get. Her ego is mild. She's a staple of the franchise. It's like,
as long as you don't do evil, go kill innocent, she'll probably give you all the power.
You get the pass because of the extenuating factors. But fucking FS0 Gilgamesh, like really? Like also 2/3 divine. Ishtar, full divine, also end of the world. We have Medea Lily, which I'm kind of on a mixed base about, because Medea's a very powerful caster.
Right, let me think this. Medea Lily still has the curse of Aphrodite, like, that makes her fall in love.
Yeah.
If you install Medea Lily, do you just find a male that you start obsessing that you can't fucking help yourself?
It would probably be your brother as well.
Yeah, do you have a god's curse if you install that?
I would say probably.
Well, yeah, but the curse was very specifically targeted, so
was it?
Probably wouldn't.
Oh, that's
wait. So what? The first blonde she sees, she'll fall in love with if she's installed.
Okay, it's a little bit of an asshole, but that would also make for some good crack comedy.
Yeah, it would. So I'm on the fence with Medea because, again, this is a power issue I'm taking now with it. Like, again,
Medea Lily's
Medea Lily's more
healer, but she's nowhere near her prime in terms of.
Okay, that's fair. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she can use like the elements to fight with, but at best she's better as a healer. That's it. All
right, so that's fair. Okay, so caster gets a pass.
But again, I would have gone if she wanted Gilgamesh that bad. Get rid of Medea Lily, make it cast of Gilgamesh, make you prove yourself, and you get his power, which is mainly like magic wands and equipment to use.
Sure, yeah.
That makes sense, because he'll at least help you, because it's the end of his journey, Gilgamesh.
And then we have Scathach, which, I mean, is just... it's so much no.
God killer.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be there, no.
If she wanted Scathach's power, instead of Arturia, she should have used Sigurd, because he's also got the primeval ruins, including the one of death, where if you put that on someone and they move wrong, they just die.
Yeah.
Sherlock had to completely keep his body still, not to fucking die to this rule. That's it.
I don't like Berserker solely because of, again, power level and, again, half divinity.
It's just basically... and it's basically just tits and mummy issues.
And then Shiki is, again... Oh, Jesus Christ. Can you imagine the fucking ego problems? Oh boy. Anyway, and then again, we have the assassin Shiki.
Wait, people seem to forget that Raiko's got EX mad enhancement, which means it's so bad it cannot be fucking calculated.
It's so bad it actually went full circle back into being sane.
Yeah.
With issues.
Except for the mummy issues. That's it.
And then you have fucking Shiki, who is... Again, just no.
Shouldn't even be a thing.
Well, Ryogi Shiki is also theoretically one of the strongest entities.
Yeah, actually, the Mystic Eyes of Death, literally
literally true death. Like, there's so much... the power scaling on this is fucking insane.
It's literally... it's never, like, brought up, but it's literally, like, kind of invoked that the Grand Assassin, King Hassan, has those eyes.
Yes.
He can kill anything, because he can kill anything.
It's not just the eye thing. It's specifically like they perceive death in everything.
Yeah.
So if it was just granting the Mystic Eyes, that'd be one thing, but because you're getting a chunk of the ego with it, that means that you now see the world
Jesus
from
Christ.
view.
That fucking alien mindset, it would be like installing Orton to your brain.
Oh god.
So you would be permanently scarred the moment you installed Shiki.
Yeah, like I said, literally worse. The only worst one would be Jack, because you get 150,000 to your head.
Yeah. Honestly, the problem with Assassin just in general is Assassins tend to be fucking psychos.
Well,
I mean, they do kill people for a living.
Well, no, it's not that. It's the fact that a lot of the known assassins are like, oh yeah, they were a religious zealot known for killing a bucket load of people, but mostly known for their extreme religious zealotry.
Yeah. If you think about it, a lot of the assassins, what do you have? Mata Hari, who's not a assassin but a spy, and Charles Henry Sanson, who didn't even actually kill Queen Marie. It was his fucking son.
Yeah.
Hassan.
Hassan's still a religious zealot. Hassan's still a religious zealot.
Hassans. In fact,
all the Hassans are zealots.
All the Hassans have something wrong with them that is noted.
Massively wrong.
Like, FGO might have made him good and like a fucking uncle, but you can't forget that true assassin was summoned by, like, compatibility with fucking Zoken.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but don't forget that over the course of the route, though, we also see that when Zoken summoned him, something was fucked up with the summon, because he slowly gets saner as the war progresses.
Yeah.
Also for other assassins, boy, imagine if they had decided to go for, like, a Hail Mary and get Hassan of the 100 Faces, or, I don't know,
Ooh, 80
Jekyll.
volley.
Oh, yeah.
Because then Jekyll also has a Berserker container.
Yeah.
As a hide.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, the assassins are just fucked up as people in general, and
the best assassin is, I'm gonna say, fucking the Neat stuck in her castle, Osakabi.
Oh,
she's the most she's the most harmless, and she's a yokai. She's not even human.
Yeah, she'd probably be the safest bet aside from Matahari for, like, what could this do to your psyche?
Yeah. Like, if you stay inside and use her power, she'd probably power.
I mean, you declare your home your castle, boom, you're safe.
So then they start writing a bunch of really cringe dialogue in a really cringe attempting to be Gilgamesh way.
Yeah. Touch what's mine, because apparently he's probably would have been more insulted about a demon being on his earth, his garden.
Yeah. Before they could attack Golden Shroud Light, they just rained the entirety of the Gate of Babylon down on this demon. Because that's what egotistical Gilgamesh would do.
Yeah, that, but it doesn't kill it, because apparently Mirror lands on the creature's body and starts taking over, because you gotta follow canon.
Of course, alright, so yeah, canon happens anyway. Forced uninstall.
Because even though apparently Gilgamesh said that Mirror was hers, be grateful, mongrel, and do not touch me. That doesn't sound like.
Yeah, so basically canon happens. Oh, I remember I was actually an isekai, and now I'm remembering everything. Also now I'm religious.
Wait, memory capture. Did she not get her past life memory until just now?
Until just now, yes. Yeah, she did not know she was an isekai until just now.
Come on.
God. Roxanne Strauss.
Gilgamesh install. Big Sis Roxy, scram you mongrels. It's just really.
Already knows what all the servants is, because she's apparently it's the Rin Tosaka version Ishtar with white, but oh no, that's what she looks like. She looks like Rin, apparently with white hair.
Okay.
Marie Antoinette syndrome, fucking.
And then everyone's like, "Oh my god, she's amazing." Oh, I see some semicolons being used in narrative.
Amazing.
Apparently, Gilgamesh can talk to her because maybe she's installed it.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Oh wow. Well. I was wondering why this story was bad. And wouldn't you know, isn't it my old friend Lulu?
Oh no.
What?
Not Lupine.
Oh.
Actual Lulu.
Okay, I thought it was Lupine or someone else for a second.
Wait,
sorry.
what? Lucifer?
No, Lulu v. Britannia is a person I have a long history with.
Yeah, the beta reader, right? I keep seeing him for like cross edge and shit.
Yep. They are possibly one of the worst beta readers in existence.
I'm pretty sure. Did Lulu v. Britannia make a Code Geass fic? Because I feel like that's familiar.
Possibly. You might have also seen them from all of the fics they do with Zaralan.
No, I haven't touched Zaralan in like 10 years.
Also, yeah, they do have a Louch fic.
Lelouch.
Lelouch. If he wanted his name pronounced correctly, they should have made it more legible.
Ladouche.
Lalak.
So yeah, anyway, yeah, me and Lulu go way back, and
Wait, are you sure? Because they've apparently got a Suki with Seal and Sebastian, a one-shot.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, me and Lulu go way back in terms of hating each other.
Also, Lulu put their real name in fucking profile bio.
Outstanding.
Why?
Yeah.
But yeah, this individual, I've gotten into many fights with them in the past. I hold the opinion that they are possibly, bar none, the worst beta reader I have ever witnessed, because not only does this individual never in their fucking life actually beta read anything. I have seen stories come back from them being beta read, air quotes, and I don't think I've seen a single grammatical correction. I don't think I've seen a single spelling correction. I don't think they've ever even commented on the quality of the writing itself beyond, oh, it was good, you should write another chapter and send it to me.
So what you're saying is that Lulu basically says they're a beta, uses an excuse to read the chapter.
Yes. Yeah, that is exactly what I've accused them of in the past. Because there's just blatant grammar errors that if you've ever seen a fic that they were the sole beta reader on, if you've ever seen a fic from them where they were the sole beta reader, you see so many fucking grammar errors because they don't fucking know how to write or edit.
Oh, of course.
Not surprised.
And we've gone back and forth in the past about certain opinions about certain subjects. They are banned from the server. If I haven't already.
Fair enough.
I would be surprised you hadn't banned them already.
Wow, so this Iori Angel person. Let's see, we got Commander on deck. We got DC Superheroes Marvel crossover. Self-insert OC. Woke up in another body. This body is a villain in the Marvel Universe, except she's not in the Marvel Universe. She's also in the DC Universe. And what will I do with the Commander's memories and skills? Can she really rely on her knowledge?
Well, apparently there's only DC comic elements, but apparently she's not the only fucking self the only one with memories.
23 chapters, 185k words. Again, it's pretty impressive. I mean, 1,000 favorites. You know what? Good for them. They're still updating this fic. I can't imagine it's good.
Still, if you look at it, her top 3 fics are still getting pretty updated. Like
her top 3 fics are also all self-insert isekais into someone who's already strong.
Yeah, well, the others are over a year.
Yeah. This person, Witchblade and Worm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, excuse the thought.
There's a pull.
That's a
I
thing.
haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sausage, Dark Tunnel 16, Darth Mars. I'm just looking at her Engineer Forever. I'm just looking at her.
Yeah. Darth Mars. Oh, oh boy. Starting at $4, you get to support me. At $10, you get 5 chapters ahead of time. At $20, you get to commission art from me.
Ugh.
Ugh. Oh, of course. Mood and Legend.
Making how much a month?
Oh god, she's not. I don't care what Iori makes or what she writes. Her opinion is invalid because she's got quartermass on here.
She got what?
$100 a month.
Favorite author, she's got quartermass.
She's got quarter ass on there? Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Raw Stratch Blot.
Rorschach, Jesus fucking Christ! I thought quarter ass is like the bottom of the barrel. Favoriting Rorschach is like literally taking a chainsaw to the barrel and excavating it.
Yo, Jimbra,
that's some good stuff.
Yo,
Rorschach?
Jimbra and White Tiger Wolf.
Yeah.
Rorschach.
Love good. That one was fucking great.
Rorschach's ideas are like a deck of many things, except 11 of the 12 cards are you turn into a pile of shit.
And the last one is a pile of gold.
Yeah, and the 12th card is it's gold in the shape of shit.
Did you at least 2 cards of gold?
Although, while her opinion is invalid because of maths, there is no VF Snake or fucking.
Did you speak too soon? Okay. You didn't. You paused, and I was like, "Oh shit, is he about to say never mind?"
Nah, but she does have Yojimba and White Tiger. So
of course they have Yojimba. Of course they have fucking Sign on their payroll. Of course they have Yojimba favorited.
On the other hand, they also have Vimes. That's some.
I mean. I don't know, man.
Vimes Enthusiast is probably the only fanfiction author I even read. Other than that's not on Q. That's on fanfiction.
That's fair, I guess. I mean, liking Vimes' stories is kind of a mixed bag because it's like, well, yeah, he writes really massive chapters and he updates them every single month and he completes a bunch of stories.
Taylor Varga author.
They have I'm sorry, Sign. You have to disassociate. Sign. You have to disassociate. You have to denounce them. It's over. You can't take their money anymore.
No, I'm sorry.
Again?
So Taylor Varga is the 2 billion word worm story in where Taylor turns into a lizard and proceeds to have
2 million.
Yeah, like I said,
432 chapters.
Yeah.
2 million,
It's a 2 million word Taylor is a lizard story in which Taylor gets the ability to turn into a kaiju from this really, really, really obscure anime from the 80s. And she uses this ability to turn into a kaiju to play pranks on everyone. And the story is structured like this. It's 5 chapters of Taylor acting smug about the thing. Wink.
Yeah.
And then the 6th chapter is a build-up to the thing. Wink. And then the 7th chapter is the thing happens. And everyone has 3 chapters of reactions to the thing. And then another 5 chapters of Taylor being smug about the next thing. Wink. And you just fucking copy paste.
That one?
For 432 chapters, he does this.
What's the author?
MP3 player.
P3.
Yeah, MP3. Yeah, it's bad. The only fic I ever tried to get through that was close to Taylor Varga was fucking Soul Chest by Draconic Hero, which is a fucking Code Geass Bleach crossover.
Why?
What? You said spaghetti.
He said a bunch of words. It was a Code Geass Bleach crossover that was nearly 2 million words long.
It is 1.784 million words long, called Soul Chess, where apparently Bleach did happen in Code Geass, but they have to keep Code Geass going how it is, not just cause a paradox.
Oh, then you haven't heard the 14 million word oh my goddess story?
No, I have not, but I know of the what's it called? Is it the Can't Call one? That's just the wiki copy pasted, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, this was not the wiki. This was they actually had something like 14 million words for this thing.
What?
Wait, wasn't the Soul Chess abandoned?
No, it's complete apparently. 209 chapters. 209 chapters complete.
Huh.
All right. Well,
and apparently there was supposed to be a sequel in 2016, maybe 2017, and it never did. called Flawless Soul Society.
Right. So let's get on to the list of lists.
Yes, please.
Where do I know MGI Meiji?
So the Royal Imperial House of the Rhine, the Noble House of Salem, let's see, the Ancient House of Uganda, the Ancient House of Romanov.
I'm sorry, you want to fucking... The Ancient House of Uganda?
The Noble House of Barnes and Noble. The Noble House of Goldstein.
Noble House of what again?
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble. Oh god. Oh no.
The Noble House of Goldstein. The Noble House of Da Vinci. The Noble House of Washington. The Noble House of Franklin. The Noble House of Jefferson. The Noble House of Hancock. The Noble House of Adams. The Noble House of Van Gogh. The Noble House of Alexander Anderson. The Noble House of
Wait! Isn't the Lord of Most Ancient Royal House of Ilvermorny? That's not a house. That's a fucking school's name.
Yep.
Yes.
Salem is a town, not a fucking.
Yes.
Flammel is still alive. How are you the Lord?
Yes.
What the fuck is a Chisisi?
So also, they're the Prince of England, Asgard, Jotunheim, Russia. They're the Grand Prince of Russia. They are the Lord of Persia, the Lord of the United States, inherited from the George Washington line.
Now, from the George Washington...
My man watched
in the
America the
Potter
movie and thought it was real.
Clan Redbird.
He's the Count of Belfast, the Marquis of Liverpool, the Viscount of Ayr. Also, by the way, if you're the Prince of fucking England, you can't really... I know that's right, you can be the Count and Baron and shit of stuff, can't you? Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
The Holy Roman Empire is a
also, he's 19 times demigod, because he's Zeus's son, Hades' son, Poseidon's son, Bellona's son, Fortuna's son, Pomerano's son, Boreas' son, Terminus' son, Janus' son. He's also the Prince of the Summer, Winter, Avalon, and Iron Courts of the Fairies.
By then, aren't you already just a fucking...
He's descendant, not son, but...
That doesn't matter. That much divinity being constantly fucking refreshed. You'd be a god by now, or at least a more...
Don't worry about it, it gets worse. So he's also the king of Germany, Russia, Greece, Denmark, Persia, Egypt. He's the Lord of the Ministry of Magic, which I'm not really sure why you're including that at this point, because you're the king of fucking magic, but whatever. The Lord of Diagonal Alley, the Lord of Hogwarts, the Master of Death.
Sorry, Diagonal Alley?
Are you not aware of...
About it.
Have you never been to Diagonal Alley? What are you, a scrub?
I wasn't aware we were going to the...
Diagonally.
Madhouse.
Get it? It's called Diagon Alley. It's diagonally.
Like Nocturne Alley, nocturnally?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering where I realized Light was from. It's their fucking seals are easy, people are hard.
He's the champion of all gods. He is the Prince of Alfheim, the champion of magic, the champion of death, the champion of chaos.
Prince of Altdorf, too?
He has the Saber Vault. He's also a descendant of the following gods. On top of all of this, he's also Hecate, Ares, Athena, Hephaestus, Hermes, Dionysus. Salazar Slytherin is apparently a god, and he's a descendant of them. He's a descendant of Terminus, Thanatos, Anubis, Athena, Apollo, Aphrodite, Demeter, Hecate again, Nemesis, Tyche, Heimdall, famous for his sexual exploits. Hestia, also famous for her sexual exploits. Dionysus again, Isis,
Famous for her sexual exploits.
Yeah.
Orgies happened.
Let's see what else we got here. Magical Descendants, Washington, we already got those. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Descendant of the Nine Realms, Loki, Thor, Hela, Frigga, Odin. Human families include, so Harry's human family encompasses literally every leader that ever existed between 9000 BC and the 19th century. Literally, the list is just every important leader.
King Orbion of Alfheim of the...
So I'm king of the magical world? Yes, you are king of the magical world, and you can just say whatever you want, and it becomes law.
That's not how that works.
Oh, and you're the great-grandson of the queen.
That's definitely not how that works. That's a great thing to give someone who probably doesn't know how everything works yet.
Also, Harry, congratulations, you've just inherited every magical school in Harry Potter.
Oh, and every country in the fucking...
Also, what's the House of Moonlily, Harry asks. You see, Moonlily is actually the 5th forgotten founder. The daughter of Artemis. Again, famous for her sexual exploits.
Adopted daughter of Artemis.
Artemis literally...
But still.
No.
Yes.
Why would Artemis be
I'm going
the
to
one
fucking
who's
teach you.
originally fucking cared about?
Why would you have it's even better. Artemis's icon.
I'm going to be hitting you with it.
Artemis's icon is gold, silver, blue with a wolf, wand, and bow.
No.
Why?
Why am I Lord of the United States? Well, you see, you're the distant relative of George Washington, and magic claimed you as its Lord of the United States. And by the way, you're also related to Benjamin Franklin, who's the son of Athena, and Thomas Jefferson, who is the son of Hecate, and you're related to them as well. So you just inherit it.
Sexual exploits.
Yes, Hecate, famous for her sexual exploits.
Actually, yes. All of those rituals.
Sneaky, can we go back to the egg? That's less painful.
No.
And all of the seats he has have veto rights.
Oh yes, of course. Also, as King of Magic, he can just say what laws are illegal, and they can't veto them.
Amazing! It's like every single.
Also, due to being related to the founders, he actually has veto rights of U.S. laws as a British citizen.
That's not how that works.
That's not how that works. We don't listen to British veto laws. What?
Now
we don't listen to stuff in Airstrip 1.
It gets even better. So then the goblins are like, all right, are you ready for your next inheritance test? And he's like, all right, what do I have to do? And then they're like, well, you have to give 13 drops of blood.
13 drops of what?
13 drops of blood.
That sounds like blood level.
Get that out of your... It's blood. They want blood, not whatever the fuck you're thinking about.
I was just asking those what? Okay, look, also, we've been dealing with this kind of shit from these kind of stories. I don't want to hear it.
I was making I was making a neo-Nazi joke. 13 drops of blood and neo-Nazi.
One drop rule, yes.
Yeah.
My computer...
We've done the analysis spell with your blood, and we have been able to use your blood to find out what you're good at.
What is this name? Harold, James, George, Arthur, Philip, Albert, Richard, Lockheed, Nicholas Potter. They've spelled Harold. Wow.
Yes.
I'm sorry, how did you pronounce Loki?
Loki.
Say
it right. It's Loki.
Well, at least they didn't say it low.
Loki. Yeah.
Jesus. The first person to pronounce Loki is Log. I'm gonna punch in the fucking throat.
Yeah. So he's an 85% blocked parcel tongue. He's 100% parcel magic blocked. He's got 100% blocked photographic memory, which means he can't remember shit.
Wait. He's got a 175 IQ with 65% block.
65 sealed. Yeah, I think we did this before. As a 65
IQ.
Percent.
65% of
times.
Okay, 113.
175.
Wait, no, that's how much is blocked. So
you did it backwards.
So he's got 72 IQ.
Yeah, he's got 72 IQ right now. Yeah. No,
no. It's saying his IQ is 165, but that's at the blocked rate, so it's actually closer to 300.
No. So how this author structures it is that they say what the real thing is, and then they tell you how much it's been reduced by.
Really? 65%. Yeah.
So it's been reduced by 65%.
Also, Wandless Magic, 97% block. That's not an ability. It's a fucking talent.
His magical core is 95% blocked, and he would be on a mage level if he was unleashed.
I hate magic cores. The entire idea of them is retarded.
He's also a natural shapeshifter.
14, 100% blocked. 100% blocked after that fucking magic.
Necromancy, 100% blocked.
He's a fucking avatar.
Miscontrol, Truth Reader, Analytical Abilities, Technopath, Enchanting, Electrokinesis, Aerokinesis, Hydrokinesis, Geokinesis, Pyrokinesis,
there's more.
Metamorph Magus. So I would like to mention here, he has natural shapeshifting, 100% blocked, and he's also a Metamorph Magus, which is 98% blocked.
Isn't that the same fucking thing?
Yes.
No. A shapeshifter can transform into a bear. A metamorph can only transform into other people.
That's fair.
Wrong. Tonks transforms her face into a fucking...
she transforms into a pig, but that's only after a lot of effort.
Yeah, that was partial transfiguration.
He's also a telepath, and he can talk to beasts, and he's also an oculumens and a legigomens, and he can heal people, but only 90%. And he has a gift of tongue, so not only can he speak to snakes, but he can also speak to everyone and beasts.
He's an omniglot.
Yeah, so this is the really weird thing. I don't really understand this one. So he has the magical power to speak to snakes. He has the magical power to speak to beasts, which tends to include snakes. And then he also has the magical power to speak to anything, which includes beasts and snakes.
Author is retarded.
Sorry, he has a magical power to reduce my available IQ.
Don't worry, there's more.
Yeah. National fan damage.
But wait, he's also a natural elemental. That's right. He ain't human. He's a fucking element.
Oh my god, this guy's fix just don't. How many fix?
Wait, this guy has more fix?
I'm just scrolling. It is 730 stories.
This dude's got 730 stories?
What? No.
My name is Sarah, and I'm from Australia. Kaz, you know what you must do.
Alright, what fucking state?
Get a gun.
Tasmania.
My god.
Tasmania? Alright. 30 years old, you've lived a good life.
Take a try.
Look at what scroll bar.
Is he gonna go to Tasmania and
his own fucking profile is a list! No!
Yeah. Look at the scroll bar!
Writing lists must be their niche.
Yes. Oh, I think we discovered this last time. Yeah, the Queen of Midgard. Okay, yeah, Bella, it's time to take your paternity test. It's time for your lists.
Look at this written stories for Twilight, NCIS, Vampire, Potter, Heartland, Hotel Transfer.
Oh.
Up the very top, when it says the author has written her entire profile.
No.
I didn't see any list immediately. Yeah.
Landmarks she would love to see: Australia, Uluru, Bondi Beach, Egypt, Pyramids of Giza, Sphinx, Nefertari's tomb. She's literally got a list of things she wants to fucking. Places she would love to visit. Her entire profile.
This person they just like making lists, man. So now they take
more.
The
list she wants to make.
They got more blood from Harry. Harry's just like fucking dragging this knife.
But
that'd be Atin.
Yeah, it's fucking
make him come back.
30 already.
Yeah, suffer through this.
So Harry just fucking takes the dagger and just starts dragging it through his palm at this point. And they're like, all right, we've tested you for your potions now. You have been hit with the magic depriving potion, the confounding concoction, a love potion, a lust potion, a hate potion, a loyalty potion, an obedience potion, a forgetful potion, a weakness potion, a befuddlement potion, which is the same fucking thing as a confounding concoction and a forgetful potion.
Look, the potions union is really strict about that kind of stuff.
Stop this too much.
A sense-altering potion. Also, he's got basilisk venom, and he's got tracking charms and binding charms and compulsion charms and mail wards and silencing wards and blood wards. He's been obliviated 43 times.
So he has these tracking charms. He's in Gringotts, and Dumbledore is just.
Don't worry, it's about to get even better. It's about to get even spicier because this is how the author explains Harry's attitude doing a 180. So he also has the personality curse, an appearance curse, a bond block curse, which prevents Harry from having his 96 wives with his soul bond. He can't soul bond. He has a muggle enraging curse.
I just read a random sentence.
Guys,
I just read a random sentence. The male marauders were Sirius, Severus, Frank, Peter, Lucius, and James.
Yeah. There was an alternative. No.
The secret marauders.
Yeah, so we have the marauders, the female marauders, the secret marauders, and the counter marauders.
I think I want to cry.
Welcome to the club.
What is this? How did I never... This was posted in 2017 when I was still fucking reading Harry Potter things. How did I not find this?
Probably not.
Oh, wait, it was probably the Avengers crossover.
So anyway, Harry turns into an elf because the goblins are like, yo, Harry, you got a lot of shit on you. If you just drink the goblin shaman piss, we'll sell it to you for $9.99.99, and you'll be cured. It'll get rid of all of your potions and all of your curses. And he's like, all right, cool. And so he takes the piss and drinks it, and they laugh at him, and then it actually works. And so now he's an elf.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking at Arabian Nights' favorite authors list, and I don't know who any of these are. There's 26 of them, and I have no idea who these.
Wait, let's see here.
One is called Charmed for Life, Karen.
Oh yeah, so this is the will and last testament of James
the last
and Lily.
One there, White Angel.
This is great. So to Padfoot, we give 3 million galleons. To Mooney, we give 3 million. Pettigrew, 3 million, as long as you didn't fuck us over. Frank, 3 million. Alice, 3 million. Neville, 50K.
Fuck. Wow.
Fuck you, Neville.
Severus, aka Shadow, the counter marauder, 3 million. Severus's children, 50K.
Cold Steel the Hedgehog.
They really don't like Severus, huh?
The female marauders, 3 million. Everyone's kids, 50K.
To Lucius.
Yes. Lucius,
the counter marauder.
5K. He's a counter marauder. Yeah, he gets 5K. Narcissica, who is a counter female marauder, 5K. Malfoy, Draco, 6K.
And his name is actually Draconian, because that's a fucking
also, Draco's make-believe sister, 6K. Wanda and Pietro Maximoff, that's right, from fucking MCU, 2 million.
Tony Stark, friend of
Tony Stark, 5,000. Blow shit up. Minerva, 10,000. Poppy, 10,000. Susan Bones, aka Female Marauder, Team 2, 5,000.
No, that's 12,000.
Yeah, whatever. I don't fucking care.
That's fair.
The Bones children, we give you 8,000 more than your mother.
Whoa.
That's just bullying at this point.
Pandora Lovegood, also part of Team 2 of the females, 5,000.
How much does Luna get?
That's just a fuck you to the face.
Luna gets nothing. Luna gets fucking nothing.
Yeah, but Luna's married to him or engaged to him or some stupid shit.
Yeah, you're right. You got it. Luna is his wife for the Moon Lily faction.
Oh, yeah. In that case, she gets 60,000.
To the Order of Phoenix, 1 nut. To Albus Dumbledore, 1 nut.
Well, there's both nuts gone.
Both nuts are gone. Can't give any more
to each
away.
Of Harry's to each of Harry's wives, we.
To Gringotts Bank, 15K.
You're just gonna give money.
To Hogwarts,
give the
10K. To each of Harry's wives, 60K. Take care of Harry for us. I'm not sure why you're giving the wives any money at all, considering Harry is about to inherit quite literally a kajabillion gold.
Wait,
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was just checking by reviews. Their most reviewed fic is a 40k word, 33 chapter Twilight fic.
This is me not being surprised.
King of Magic is 4th.
So anyway, here's a list of 45 people that Harry should go to. And don't ever, under any circumstances, send them to the Dursleys.
Or Dumbledore.
And Harry's like,
Fifth Godfather and second. How many Godfathers and Godmothers do you fucking?
He has enough.
Okay, so by the way, so you guys know how I was saying, like, oh, he's a secret marauder. He's a Marauder Team 3 counter marauders.
Then Lucius steps out from the
Lucius steps out and he's like, I was secretly a counter marauder who was working for the Marauders all along.
Slave contracts.
Yeah, slave. That's right.
Most of them men.
Yep, you're about to get a bunch of slave. Yeah, all the females get wife contracts. All the males get slave contracts.
Well, seeing as in their profile they said some pairing is fucking like Harry, Fred, and Harry George and shit. I don't think those slave contracts are just fucking bodyguard.
I'm sorry. What? Repeat that.
Yeah, in their profile they've got a list again of their favorite pairings in Harry Potter, and some of them are like Harry, Fred Weasley, Harry, George Weasley, and shit like that.
Christ.
Imagine getting a slave contract and then forcing the person to be a gay sex slave.
Well, imagine being a Death Eater's son and being raised to be a spy slave.
Yeah.
Because that's Theodore Nott, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm just really impressed that the author really just came out and said being gay is a choice. That's really brave of them to do so.
Next.
Megan Jones, not fashion consultant, fashion consulted.
Of course, yeah. Alright, so then the goblins come up and they're like, yo, Harry, do you want to purchase this list of everyone who's purchased things from us?
Of course, there's more lists.
Welcome to suffering. Enjoy your stay. Indeed, yeah.
Wait, life debts. How does Hermione have 3 fucking life debts?
So anyway, in the Potter Vault, you thought they were giving away all their money. You were wrong. The Potters have 500 billion gold.
And 457
that's British
houses.
gold. They actually also have 650 billion drachmas. And they also have 550 billion Roman coins. And they also got 2.5 trillion pounds and 3 trillion euros and
611 Muggle companies.
No, hold up. They also, in this vault, got $700 trillion worth of ore.
Which one? Because I'm kind of going through
the first vault.
It's so far up.
They also got 1 trillion gems.
And what? Jewels, gems, total?
Yeah, here we go, the female marauder vault. Oh yeah, the Purval vault. The Purval vault has 4 trillion gold coins and even more billions of gold and other currencies, and 18 trillion euros and quadrillion ingots.
And 22 wands.
Has all 3 deathly hollow. Despite the fact the stone was a fucking Horcrux, the cloak is with Dumbledore, and the Elder one should be with Dumbledore.
You thought that shit was crazy already? Just wait till you get to the Gryffindor vault, which has 777 trillion gold coins.
188 trillion gold drachmas.
And he's got also another quadrillion ingots.
Jesus fucking Christ. Sword, shield, chalice, staff, lance, and battle axe of Gryffindor. The sorting hats of Hogwarts. 509 artifacts, even though you've...
And basically just, so for the other founder houses, just copy-paste. It's just more of the same.
What the fuck is an Oris and Durham?
They got 11 quadrillion euros in the Moon Lily Vault. Look, number big.
13... Is that... No, it's million, not... Sword of Moon Lily, shield, bow, staff, 7 Pensies. Why the fuck do you need that many?
Let's see, the Pendragon Vault has 9 quadrillion gold coins.
Oh god! Don't forget about the actual gold, 412.
Yeah, can't forget about the actual bars of gold.
In galleons, so that's not even added to the galleons. That's in galleons worth of gold added on to the fucking galleon.
Yeah, and we got 10 quadrillion galleons in the Merlin Vault, and another quadrillion ingots.
Also, I'm a bit pissed. They use the Excalibur sword, but they don't have the fucking shield's real name. They just have Shield of Pendragon.
That's cringe.
Use Pridwin. Pridwin.
Yeah.
This is quarterstaff of Marvel.
Worthless in this world.
Like I said, we calculated this out, and there is more gold in these vaults than the moon's fucking mass.
I'm pretty sure there's more than fucking Venus and Uranus put together. Why is there a staff and a quarterstaff of...
I love it though, because it's just like, also, yeah, by the way, you have the Clarkson Vault, and it has a whopping 6,000 gold in it. It's like, why even fucking telling me? Dude, I literally just read off a list of vaults that have quadrillion gold coins in them, and you're really gonna bother me with 6,000 gold?
Did you notice, not only is there the one for his first name, but there's the Emery Vault for his fucking last name as well, right under it. There is 2 vaults, one for his fucking first and last name.
Oh yeah, so he's got investments, and he's got investments in literally everything. Every big business, every school that exists. He's got investments in countries and just owns portions of countries.
Answer.
Literally several hundred businesses he just owns investments in.
He just...
What?
Owns more than half of Oxford, because why the fuck not?
He owns 611 companies.
Why not?
And he's like, yo, I own...
the entire world with that much
I own Grunnings. I'm gonna go get Vernon fired.
Yeah.
And for his property list, he owns everything as well. He owns literally several thousand castles, manors, duplexes, bed and breakfasts, islands, villas, zoos, ski lodges.
You know what, though? Props to them. They haven't said that Harry owns the moon yet.
He owns 5 Luna parks
as well.
He also owns 31 casinos. Yeah, he's got life debts.
That's fine.
You got a bunch of life debts here, so that's, that's what it is.
Wait,
he owns all of the house elves. Every house elf owns it.
Yeah, wait, does the rest of the world even know what a Luna Park is? Because that's an amusement park in Australia.
No, it's okay. Well,
that's literally just a theme park. It's an amusement. That's it.
Yeah, that's a British. That's not a that's an Australian thing. No one's ever heard of those.
Why the fuck would you add that there?
Because they
it's
can.
A what now?
It's a Six Flags.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Essentially, Luna Park.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and it's not that great either.
So it's like a Six Flags.
Yeah, it's got basically like 10 rides at most.
So it's a Six Flags.
Like a Six Flags.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what a Six Flags is.
It's a Luna Park.
It's an American Luna Park.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is.
Six Flags.
And then we get to the life debts.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of life debts, and he's like,
Hermione plus 3. Hermione plus 3. Somehow.
Slave contracts, bodyguards, butlers, personal assistant, Hannah Abbott, press secretary. Does everyone know about the slave contracts to me? Yes, everyone knew about the slave contracts, and in fact, they raised...
no one bothered acting on any of them.
No, Harry had to claim them first, you see.
Yeah.
And they're actually...
Please tell me that the later chapters consist of Harry just going around being rich and buying everyone and everything.
31, 63...
You have 31 Russian wives, 32 British wives, 33 US wives...
122.
No man should have that many British wives.
122 wives, but you might need to find ladies Aunt, Stewart, Sarah, Quill, Summercourt.
Also, you also gotta fill up. Yeah, by the way, Harry, you're like the heir apparent to literally all of the Fae courts, so you also have to fuck some women for those to inherit those courts.
Being on your own instincts. Go fuck yourself.
For the Olympus titles as well. One wife apparently
do all of these women know they're my wives? Yes, they do. They've been raised to be your wife since birth.
Then why haven't they said anything before now?
Because he didn't claim their contract yet. Come on, God. Keep up, sign.
Apparently, Daphne Green is... Did they say that this is a different aged Harry? Because apparently Daphne Greengrass is 5'7" with a striking...
No, this is a... It looks like year 3 Harry.
13, so 5'7" at 13, striking.
Yeah, Daphne's just an Amazonian, what can I say?
Her voice,
she's a big old girl.
Calm, kissing her hand with a smile smile. Wait, smile smile?
No, smile smile.
No, that's an eye, isn't it? Oh, no, wait, I'm just drunk.
Daphne is our heir. You must have... Alcohol. I'm sorry, Harry, but Daphne is our heir. You must have multiple children with her. I'm sorry to force this upon you.
Yes, much suffering.
Terrible.
It's much suffering because Harry...
I have 44 other wives. I just turned 13, my lord. Random OC, do you have siblings? Yes. More. 4 of them. Will you accept our soul contract? Yes. All 33 wives are now bound to me by their soul.
To be real, I checked out of this cringe
and
story
all of them will be
equal. I've been playing fucking video games.
So then they're like, send in the next family, and then Cleopatra just casually strolls in. with Osiris.
Can we move on? This story is just so fucking funny,
and he's like, yo, Harry, what up? I'm Osiris. And I just want to say hi to the King of Magic, yo. And he's like, nice to meet you. I have 33 wives. Are you okay with being another one of my wives? Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt?
Oh my God, make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop.
There is no
ways to kill Sneaky.
I mean,
and then Cleopatra's like, well, I don't really have a choice. Lady Isis told me I have to. And Harry's like, what? The gods are real?
I'm sorry, you just met Osiris. How do you?
Not only just met Osiris, literally half his lineage is fucking gods.
Also, the only woman that says
I'm half
Yeah, the only one that says
Melody Aurora Lupin. Nice to meet you. You're Remus Lupin's daughter? Yes. He doesn't know I'm half siren, half werewolf.
What the actual fuck?
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Lord Potter, I am Lord Arn, Minister of the Magic for Denmark. I can't believe he's in this shitty fucking fic.
Wait, what about Denmark?
Literally, just under the do you accept the betrothal, Patra says, I do. Lord Potter, I am Lord Arn, Minister of Magic.
Oh, Arn is in this fic? I never knew. Quickly, copy paste, everyone let him know.
Yep.
Where is that?
Where's the fuck my swimming tool?
I'm
Just
posting,
under Cleopatra says I do.
Post.
Yeah, I'm trying
Ping.
Everyone's gonna start pinging him all at once.
Minister.
Yeah.
Minister Arn.
Oof.
Oh.
No, exchange his nickname in the server.
Minister Arn of Denmark.
Do it.
He's gonna be pissed.
So, Infanticus, how's your first fucking stream?
I stalled the latest update for my fic for this. I was supposed to finish a tomboy smut.
I delayed the story. Excellent. I feel very powerful.
You know what's funny? Infanticus, you sound in pain, which means
it's working.
So then Snape strolls in and he's like, yo, Harry, what's up? I'm Snape. This is my wife, Amber. Also, have sex with my daughter.
I feel like
here are my twins.
Harry having sex with anyone in his extended family would give him an existential crisis.
And then Artemis strolls in and she's like, yo, hey, Harry, I'm Artemis. And
no.
Artemis
stop,
is like, yeah,
stop,
Harry, that's
stop,
right.
No,
I'm here to marry you. And Harry's like, yo, okay, you're Greek?
No.
I wish I was fucking joking.
Wait, Apollo, Severus, Victoria, Snape's Harry person fucking breeds all their children after the gods.
Yeah, I lived there my whole life. Where do you go to school? Castle Olympus?
But now we are together, I will go to Daddy Dearest is in for M surprise.
Please never refer to that ever again.
So then Ollivander's daughter walks in and is like, yo, Harry, I'm here for your wand.
Wait, no, Serpentina, no, is a fairy.
I'm here for your wand, jeez. Sneaky, why?
Maeve Moody comes in and she's like, yo, I'm 1/3 dwarf. It means I commit half less crime.
Can you reach over and strangle Sneaky instead so that he will stop?
Oh.
Sneaky.
I said she commits less crime.
Apparently, the Lily Moon that showed up in a fucking instance of the Sorcerer's Stone is now part of a family of vampires.
Yes, Lily Moon, who is a vampire, is now going to marry Harry, who is not a vampire. I feel like that might need to be established. He is not a vampire.
No, he's a high elf.
Some Twilight bullshit.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is some cancer.
No, go sit with my other wives. Get to know
let's see, is there any other funny ones? Frederick Flame, my wife Flame, daughter Guinevere, we are the Draconis. What's a Draconis? We are dragons. Oh cool, I'm here to marry your daughter. Okay.
Even Sneaky says he's in pain.
Isn't Draconis the fucking...
Hold on, I'm gonna go get more vodka.
Yeah, you sound like you need it.
Drown in vodka and don't return.
Alright, so now that he's gone, we can just end the stream, right?
So, I actually bought a 9-pack. No, I bought a 10-pack.
How does one become born as a werewolf?
They were born to 2 werewolves.
They were bitten in the womb.
Their mother and their father were both werewolves.
Damn, that's some extreme.
You see, their dad got up to some kinky shit.
The dad was a bard.
No. During a full moon. Oh, furries, that's why.
Werewolves, blah blah blah.
Oh god, that reminds me.
Orphanages. I'm sorry. Why does biting? What the fuck does biting babies in the womb remind you of, Sign? Please enlighten us.
That shit.
Omegaverse.
Yeah.
Why in the absolute fuck does biting babies in the womb as a werewolf remind you of a gay sex trilogy?
Because
they probably do it.
Because AO3's most used tag is set.
Well, of course the most used tag in AO3 is fucking Omegaverse. So actually, you know what? Someone actually did a breakdown of AO3's fandoms. Like every fandom, what the most popular.
I need to see this.
Yeah, it was on Lotus Eaters. It was every fandom and the most popular sex pairing in the fandom. So like female times female, male times male, female times male, general, right? The most popular pairing in 83% of AO3's fandoms.
Let me guess, Omega Alpha Beta shit.
Male on male.
Yeah, no surprise. No surprise.
AO3 needs to be purged.
Yes.
I mean,
it didn't used to be this bad.
No.
I'm gonna be honest, part of me wouldn't care if the fix were, but they fucking aren't.
I see someone's at a con.
Oh yeah, that's enigmatic.
All right, cool.
It's something in Ohio, I think.
Ohio.
Hang on, let me check.
What a cursed state. All right, Max, you've been through Ohio. Good talk, Max.
OhioCon, yeah.
Yeah, I've driven through Ohio. I've been driven through. drove through Ohio before, and
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
I fucking hated it. Holy shit. I literally stopped at a gas station for gas, and I had 3 bums approach me between me paying for my gas and leaving.
And this is why I concealed carry.
Now, I did have the side benefit of, again, being a decently large fellow. And when I told them, hey man, I don't got nothing, they got, okay. And they walked away. I'm also pretty good at acting like I have no idea where I am because I'm stoned, which works fantastically to make people.
It endeared them to you?
No, it makes people fuck off.
Yeah, because you're too stupid to give.
Yeah, basically, whenever a situation like that sort of pops up, I mean, I zone out and I just go like, yeah, man, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, man, everything's cool, man.
And I say a lot, I drift off, I go, yeah.
My uncle used to fucking be in a conversation, just drop asleep, 2 hours later wake up and keep going on the same conversation as if nothing changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not that.
Yeah, it's great. It works fantastically. I've deployed it multiple times. Whenever I'm confused about where I need to be or I feel like I'm in a shady area, I just act as stupid as fucking possible. And between that and how I dress, which one of my roommates affectionately said, the least smelliest bum I've ever seen. People just kind of assume that I don't got anything on me worth it.
Or that you're there just for drugs. So
yeah, that too. So, yeah. I hate Ohio, is what I'm trying to say.
Ohio is hell.
Like, their roads are shit. The only good thing about Ohio is that there is a highway that goes over it, and you can just leave the state. You enter the state on the highway, and you just go straight, and you leave the state on the highway.
Nice.
But God forbid you have to stop and get gas, because you have to get off the highway. And if you get off the highway, you enter just the armpit of the country.
Fate so night. Cayman Rider, Fate. Dyslexic Rider got a new fix.
Tracy.
I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm just looking at all the fucking Fate Say Night right now, seeing that Spirit Takeover. Didn't realize that Dyslexic started a new story.
Oh, of course they did.
Yeah, it's apparently a from Fate Stay Night where the main character gets all the memories of.
So let's see here. We got Fleur shows up and she's like, "Yo, what's up, Harry? Fuck my sister."
All right.
No.
Never mind. She's what, 8, 6?
Yeah, her sister's really young at this point.
Yeah, she's like 6. Yeah. And then Chris Redfield shows up and he's like, "Harry, fuck my sister."
Wait, you mean what? Resident Evil Redfield?
It's a stupid fucking joke.
The fucking Chris Redfield, fuck my sister part, yeah.
They're the Vila Queen. They're royal Vila teas. Yeah.
No.
Let's see. Stop. I am the Minister of Magic for India, and this is my daughter. Fuck her. Also, here's her twin. Fuck her.
Wait, Padma and
Basil.
How many layers of power fantasy are we on right now?
Dude,
all of them.
Yes.
Wait, what the fuck is this? A Fate Stay Night ReZero where 14 players playing that werewolf game.
Huh?
Board game.
Huh?
What?
No.
An androgynous figure who slightly resembled the angel devil from Chainsaw Man.
No.
What?
What are you talking about?
Have you ever heard of the board game Werewolf?
No.
Stop talking.
No.
It's basically... What about Town of Salem?
No.
It's basically everyone gets like their own... As a werewolf, you gotta fucking find and... you gotta vote them out and get them out before they kill
so it's just Mafia.
Yeah, it's Mafia, basically. And apparently they're doing a crossover where they've only put in the Fate Stay Night ReZero crossover where they're doing a bunch of fucking different anime characters playing it.
That's so dumb. I do actually have a story about this, however.
Wait, Raiden Shogun from Genshin Impact, Freya from Denmark.
I don't care.
Fucking...
So I was playing Mafia one time, and I managed to convince the entire lobby to kill itself.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
I was the traitor.
Yep.
Yeah, like we said, that sounds like you.
And have you told the story about that one, whatever class it was?
I can believe that Mafia story because it's happening right now.
You decided to get rules, and you went full on
King of Magic. Yeah.
Look, in info, just take this in, just internalize it all, and just think whenever you're feeling down or stuck on your story, just go, at least I'm not on Sneaky's podcast being mocked as one of my fics are being read out loud.
Oh god.
On that note, I'm just gonna fucking bounce.
Yeah. Alright then.
And he fucking runs.
Indeed.
He ran.
He ran because he's a bitch.
Has any...
Oh yeah, so right. So chapter 2 of this story isn't normal lists. Chapter 2 of this story is a list of all of the furniture he owns.
What? Why would the furniture...
He owns 5 helicarriers, a galactic spacecraft.
What?
It's right there! 1 galactic spacecraft!
5 helicarriers, 4
he owns
military...
6 cloud
4
bases?
military aircraft, but 5 helicarriers.
Yes. Why is there so much?
What?
I mean, if he's the Lord of America, he should own everything America owns, basically. Everything the federal government owns.
And so the mist appears before everyone as they all get their animal forms, because they're going to have kinky sex as animals. And
of course.
Now here's a giant list of everyone's animal. And it keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. Alright, so we're on to... here we go. A new list. Author's note. Here's a list of all of the wives. Here's a list of all of their familiars.
Okay, where's the list of all their kinks? Because if we're going that far...
Let's see. Scroll through.
Is Kingdom Magic even M-rated? I think it's only T, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only T.
Like, people give a fuck?
Yeah.
He gets more viewers. Because you have to, turn on the setting for M.
To be fair, this story's list of harems still doesn't reach Toaru fucking levels of 10,000 sisters in your harem.
Yeah.
Nothing's beating that.
Fair enough. I can't even disagree.
You gotta have the entire Mikasa network in there.
Yeah. Except for one called Worst and one that's a lolly.
Worst Mikasa.
Which is literally just the older
she kinda is.
rebel. The older Mikasa who's a rebel thug, kind of tryhard.
Out of curiosity, Sign, are you going to add the Mikasa network to...
I have no idea.
The Mikasa, I would be interested in reading a story that involves the Mikasa network that isn't just gonna insta-fucking die. if only for the comedy aspect of it, where it doesn't matter where the character shows up, there's always a Mikasa there.
She blankets a city in clones.
I'm just trying to think of this. The Mikasa Network. Imagine if they could like share powers between them each other because of how connected they are.
Don't
they? They're all level 3s, but if 10,000 of them sent all their powers to one, wouldn't they surpass fucking?
Well, it's not so much sending the in Toru Index bucket. So in Index, the powers are derived from the understanding of the world combined with their mental strength, combined with how warped their worldview is. So it's not really something you can send to someone else.
All right.
Yeah, but if all their minds, but if all their minds are fucking connected, like all at once,
they should have infinite willpower.
Now, and shouldn't they be able to? Shouldn't it be so fucking warped that they be all like level 5s or something?
No, it would be more along the lines of you got 10,000 I5s working in parallel. It doesn't make them an I9, but it is 10,000 I5s.
It means they can process more than an I9.
They can. They have greater data entry, but their speed is going to just be slower. It doesn't matter how much you have working in parallel.
It depends. If you break the task up enough, then it would be
if you can multi-thread it, if you figure out how to multi-thread between the entire network, absolutely you could basically ad hoc a tier 5 psychic out of it.
But it's the equivalent of running 6 lawnmower.
All of the Masakis are like tier 3s, right? So why would you just send them into the grinder and not just have 20,000 tier 3 soldiers to take over the world with?
Well, you see, that's actually...
He's not interested in taking over the world.
That's actually really easy to answer. So, the guy in charge of Academy City doesn't care about taking over the world, doesn't care about spending money, is more concerned with being entertained, and also he thinks it's funny.
That's why, because I was just thinking, isn't Crowley the guy in charge of Academy City? He's not even an Esper. He's a fucking magician, isn't he?
Something like that, yeah.
So why does he even care about making a tier 6 or anything?
Oh, because he thinks it would be cool.
Good answer.
Of course. Also, did this stream end? It's just a black screen for me.
No, stream's still going. I just don't have anything to display, so I just kind of closed out of Chrome and...
Fair enough.
Yeah. I was gonna say something to info, but I forgot what I was gonna say to info.
You jumped to remember what you were gonna say to info?
No, this is pretty normal.
Yeah.
I just got derailed from my line of thought, so I just totally forgot what I was thinking previously.
No, I'm the same. Sometimes I'm in conversation. Get what word I'm going to say. So
the alcohol doesn't help. Let me be clear there. The alcohol does not help me remember what I was going to say. But it's not the cause of it. It's actually something important-ish. King of Magic and lists. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, so you know what, got a question for you, Info. Do you plan on writing any stories after you're done this one?
Yes, I have 2 lined up already.
Oh Jesus Christ. Are they more humor comedy cracky sort of things, or are they gonna be a little bit more serious?
Sign knows one. I dropped a brief summary about it. It's basically Yoshi Senki and Konosuba crossover.
Yeah,
it's funny.
All right.
You're actually gonna do that one?
Yeah. Yeah. Tanya reincarnated as a Crimson Demon.
Okay. Wow, that's like basically sending Tanya to hell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every single one is Toonie.
Including her. Instead of going through the prayers and everything, she goes through a Toonie face.
Oh. Imagine if she decided to kill God, everyone would back her up because that's the kind of thing the clan fucking wants.
Just fucking straight up declares, I'm gonna go kill God. Crimson Demon Clan, holy shit. There's our Tanya. That's our Tanya. I'm gonna go kill God with this gun I found.
It's like, ah!
There is a magical railgun in the Crimson Demon Village. She could use it.
Yeah.
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 Wasn't their ultimate fucking like artifact just a fucking Game Boy?
Something like that, I think so, yeah.
No, it was hidden behind a wall. Activated by a NES controller.
Okay.
That you input the code into.
Of course.
Of course.
Why not?
The Konami code's all powerful.
Yeah. Well, you gotta remember that this shit was all built by a guy who himself was a Japanese isekai from about the 80s or 90s who had played Mario and all that shit.
Oh, so the fucking Sega old man from that isekai.
Yes, it's the old man who made the same moving castle. It's from the Crimson Demon movie. You figure out that he's actually a Japanese isekai.
Oh.
And his cheat power was basically build all the things. Like, the Crimson Demons aren't even... They're genetically engineered.
Are you telling me, Sign, that your newest Konosuba fic in your fucking things just ripped off that power? Who builds all the things?
Yes. Yes, it's a repeat of that.
Oh.
People are like, oh, no, this is dumb. You can't do that. You can't do that. And then I pointed out this guy and I said, but it's the exact same thing he had, except my dude can make materials. And all of a sudden it's, oh, fuck. Shit. Never mind. It's canon.
We had a moment like that in Undying Scarab where someone was like, this isn't canon, you're like, this isn't how magic works. I'm just like, well, then explain how magic works in all of these videos. And they're like, well, alright, maybe you're right. It's like, fuck.
I mean... I didn't even realize that was a fucking Konosuba canon because I haven't seen them.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't like Konosuba. I'm not a fan of Konosuba. I don't like a lot of the characters in Konosuba because it reminds me of a MOBA lobby.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't mind Konosuba, but I just don't really like Kazuma. That's why I enjoy, like Mang says, Blessed with the Hero Heart.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm like, again, Konosuba is like the kind of world where I'm like, alright, you know, the premise is sort of cool, where it's like, yeah, there have been so many fucking isekais that, like, all of the hacks don't work anymore. Like, yeah, the McDonald's already exists. All of the fucking mangas exist. You know, all the books exist. It's like, you can't, there's no get-rich-quick scheme anymore, man. Everyone else has done it.
Yeah.
Also, all cheat weapons are just laying around like unexploded ordnance that one of the goddesses has to go around trying to collect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
all
it's just like
legendary fucking. I'm pretty sure all those legendary equipments, whenever someone new finds one, they just take it from the fucking old.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So imagine an adventurer party just finding this hero's corpse, about to take this fuck off nuclear weapon, and all of a sudden it just disappears in front of them because some other reincarnate fucking wants it.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not actually how it works in Konosuba because Chris has to actually go and physically recover it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, once it's there, it's there. She has to come down, Eris has to come down in person as Chris and recover it and bring it back, physically.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what she's doing for, like, the entirety of the series, basically.
Huh, I didn't realize that.
Wait, was this in the LNs? LNs?
I think so. Somebody explained it to me that's what that was going on. I think it was in the LN.
No, I have to read this before I can start the fic.
Honestly, I didn't do that much research into it. I watched the first season and then browsed the wiki, and that was good enough for me.
The sign doesn't do research.
Yes, I do. It's just I got lazy on this one. It's because I was only going into like the first fucking season before everything derails any fucking way.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Not the Konosuba one.
Wait, so
yes, the
in
Konosuba
Fanfiction, other than the Tanya Konosuba, what was your second one?
Yes, tell us.
Basically a Skyrim fic, but it's based on that one comic where what was the artist again? Marquis de Sade.
The Marquis de Sade.
Yeah. Yeah. The one where he has a shot that turns dragons into waifus.
Oh, that or
yeah. Wasn't there a fucking concept art of that of fucking dragons and the?
Yes, that's what he's talking about.
Yes.
Durnevere was just wasn't Durnevere like just a fucking with bandages all around it or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that getting posted fucking years ago in the SDM, and it still randomly just shows up in my head because I was like, fuck, those are actually good designs as well.
All right, you know what? I think we've exhausted our topics for the night. I think this was a good meet, everyone. We'll see everyone on Tuesday because there is always more and it always gets worse.